CP Rigathi Gachagua nekoma kole inendet ko agenge eng kandoik chekotestai kotet yautik chebo ng'emetab kalyet eng komasta nebo Central Kenya. Ong'ololchini sirikab logoiwek eng komasta nebo Karen eng taonitab Nairobi, komwa Moses Kuria kole inendet ko kandoindet nemoikochini kosubet bororyondit ole kacher biikab emet koesio kandoik chemoche kopchei icheket koboisie bororyondit mising ko eng kasari tesetai kwendi barak matab bolotet netokyinigei lewenisiet neo nebo kenyitab 2027.
Every time the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua is addressing me, it is about Mount Kenya region. And for me, that is sad because I'm a Kenyan and I'm a national leader. I've been a member of parliament, although elected in Gatundu South, but for the whole country. I've been a minister, cabinet minister for the whole country. I've been a presidential advisor for matters concerning the whole country. So I don't want to be dragged into that parochial, narrow, tribal prism of looking at me from the lenses of my tribe or where I come from. For me, I refuse that. That is a path I have chosen for myself. I have been on that path of tribalism before. I don't want to be popular. If somebody wants to support me because I am ethnic and I'm tribal, do not support me. Do not vote for me. I have condemned tribalism in the strongest terms possible, and that ethnic prism of looking at things. Why? Because I am a father, and I don't want to imagine that the country that I'm going to bequeath upon my children is a country where they are going to defend themselves on the basis of tribe. I think that is something that is overtaken by events. Having said that, let us look at these claims in their own right. How can I, Moses Kuria, a son of Mount Kenya region, organize for violence against my own people? How? How unfair would that be? And you know why they are saying this? They are saying this, one, to destroy my credibility. They have tried to brand me as a traitor, all sorts of possible among my people of Mount Kenya region. It has refused to stick. Now the latest bogeyman is on violence. And I'm speaking on violence because I've been here. I was there in post-election violence. I was there handling the IDPs. Some people, like Rigathi Gachagua, have zero experience in this country. A man who joined provincial administration as a DO and retired as a DO. Zero promotion. Such a colorless career. How can you compare him with me? Somebody who has had a checkered career locally and internationally, gone through grades, gone through promotions, and therefore I must live to the calling of the benefit I have of experience. But I forgive him for that. What I cannot forgive him is for trying to drag my name into matters of violence.
Ngewektagei county nebo Nakuru chitab Kalenjin ole kanyor kelchin nebo tuguk chebo boisiet kobun kibagengeitab National Fund for the Disabled of Kenya, biik chetindoi kewelutik cheterter eng borwekwai. Kamwa afisaek cheechen chebo kibagengenoto kole tuguchoto kotokyinigei kotoret bichoto kotoi boisionik cheimuch konyorune kelchin ak kolong'unegei eng sobonwekwai. Logoiwek chekaibwe sirindenyo kong'ete county nebo Nakuru, Sylvester Rono.
Kanyor kelchin nebo tuguk chebo boisiet kobun kibagengeit nebo National Fund for the Disabled of Kenya, biik chebune kewelinwek eng borwekwak eng tokyin nebo kotoret ichek kotoi boisionik chebendi kotoreti ichek eng sobet nebo kila betut.
Yeah, the one which is happening today, remember this is a regional launch. We started with the regional launch in Nairobi. So we are launching at the regional level. So although it is based here in Nakuru, we are launching, our managers will now go to the other counties and sub-counties. But for here, what happened is we had small grants given to 24 institutions for persons with disabilities. Each was given 200,000 shillings. We call them the small grants for small projects. But Last Friday, we advertised, as we do annually, for what we call the flagship project.
Toretonoton kokikochi en county nebo Nakuru koboto rabisiek ak tuguk alak chekiboisien en mungaret ak boisionik alak chekitokyin biik kobun Rift Valley ako ichek chekikoikoito somen.
For this area, we gave 21 toolkits to 21. This is only for people from Nakuru West, then Bahati and Nakuru West. Our people now will move on now from here to various parts of the region. That is the Rift Valley region. So this is the beginning. We are just launching.
Kamwa nebo ngecheret en kibagenge noton Professor Francis Kiberia kole kaimutiet neo nebune kibagenge noton ko rarunet nebo rabisiek chekitoreten bichoton bune kewelinwek ole kasom kibagengeisiek cheterter komongke ak kotoret biik chebune kewelinwek.
Appeal to those who hear. They can get information about us either in the chief's offices, in the offices for DCC and so forth. Even the social protection offices. That's what we do. And with God's grace, we want to expand, to give more, and so forth.
Ngalalet nekonyor kosubet kobun alak en membaek chebo board chebo kibagenge noton ak biik chebune kewelinwek chekacher alak en ichek komongke ak kosom toreten. Kongeten county nebo Nakuru, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Sylvester Rono.
En kebeberta nebo ureriosiekyab Kalenjin ko tetat koyokto emetab Kenya somet nebo kotet ureriet nebo World Masters Athletics Championships chebo kenyitab 2032. Kong'ong logoiwechoto Rose Tata ne ine ko president nebo African Masters Athletics ole kamwa kole kokonyor chomchinet Kenya nebo koyokto somet anan bidinoto tetat kobois ang kibagenge ministry nebo ureriosiek ak kibagengeitab labatet nebo Athletics Kenya eng tetutyonoto.
Tumepewa nafasi ya kufanya bid, so tunaona World Athletics wametuletea World Championship 2029 na yetu tulikuwa tunatarajia 2030. So tutasonga mbele 2032, alafu tutajua ministry tunaenda kupanga Kenya, Ministry and Athletics Kenya tunaenda kupanga pamoja. Yes, tuko possibility, najua na imani ya kwamba watanipatia kwa sababu imekuwa tu South Africa wamefanya kitambo sana, lakini saa hii Kenya vile ni powerhouse, najua watatupatia kwa maana facilities, tumeimprove kwa facilities yetu na tunatarajia 110 countries, about 9,000 au 10,000 athletes to come and participate. Katika Afrika itakuwa Afrika wamehost ya mara ya pili, na pia tumekuwa tukienda sana huko nje, na si tumesema pia hii kitu ikuje nyumbani. Na mimi najua ikikuja nyumbani hapa Kenya itamina lot, unaona, kwa sababu saa hii tuko na almost 6 to 7,000 masters from 35 years and above. Huwa tukifanya kazi na pamoja as a team, tunajua tutafaulu. Kwa maana tukitengeneza LOC yetu ya Afrika, LOC yetu ya Kenya, Ministry and Athletics Kenya na county government, hiyo kitu ikiwa nzito, watu wakifanya kazi pamoja tutafaulu.
Ako yetachitab Kalenjin ko kakeilet nebo logoiwekab emet eng tetutiet nebo mungaret ak bandab tai neitun kong'ete studio nebo Kass TV. Kainenyu ko Bernard Koech. Amakun kit age tugul nemie testai ikere Kass TV amu kimnatet nait.
As the sun rises, so do we, as we trust it to rise and set without any worries interrupting your day. StarTime's home solar solution with solar panels, hybrid inverter, and lithium battery. Powering your prosperity and happier life. Empowering you to do the things that really matter. A complete and reliable home solar solution. Call us today. StarTime Solar. Power your life.
itagat ko missing kitab kana jina no tuliotan yegeren Kass TV and site no gdoni asartan wata ne bo the corner office ne gitu nagenge kemiten na tandenyon en betu no tan barani kayna ñun ko bore Mr kimiten ko wata CEO ne bo Metropole CRB mitang bata CEO Kidion kibia kwai na inendet ko endochin anago CEO inendet notan nebo Metropole CRB en mungaret ak pandap tai notan mbagi tawngala nyanen gun karibu sana itagat Kidion en Kass TV mara en kamera nono en chegerin en limbaga igati cheget asokabit karesta karibu
Kongoi bore kastoi ak watazamaji tukul chebo Kass FM chamge kuyega wagas kainek chugo Gideon Kipia Kwai. I am ICO nebo Metropole CRB ako konyilje chango kiawe studio nebo Kass TV ak Kass FM radio ako tom kopkwani iche ofisi nyo so amecha amwa kongoi Kass team kapka team ino kabisa kongoi amo kapka wakatech ako ger gatsi negia
ager baise no kabisa karibu 3 floors ngete ngange itu go barwech kimuta jara orgeger baka call center akele ne cham mara bimbi kitangi ge birji simo it kubun CRB so gagera en call center agotori barun en size ala kimitan so kitawuratan bwana CEO enchita mara ne kosa go Metropole CRB tos ne ago baise nyingone karibu
kongoi bore CRB go mungaret ne mungaret age tugul mungaret ne toreti chito ne some loan ne beseni rabinik ing benki anda ko ne beseni to get especially large companies toreti insurance companies toreti SACCOs kochigil bigo che meche ko besen rabinik toreti kora central bank amongen ole ngalekab rabinik ko soko rabinik ko mi demand ak supply so in Kenya sai ko soketab rabinik ko kikeyat koek soko huru ki kongete 2016 ko kikakeker ngalekab rabinik ko ki interest rates ko kibo serikali through central bank lakini kongete 2019 ko repeal the act the process of repealing the act kobit kene kekure risk based pricing so nguno chito nekesom nekebesen rabinik eng benki anda ko kebesen tuguk keyochin kulingana ak ole uwe so ako acheket cheketoreti benki kochikil kole iwe ne ngisom rabinik ko cham ilipani ngibesen tuguk eng tuget anan ngibesen tuguk eng wholesale ilipani anda melipani ngi chito nelipani keyochin rabinik chebo ngweny ngi chito ne cham kemelipani loan ko imuch matakikonin loan andan kekonin keyochin koba barak so kasitab CRB notok we empower decisions for both lenders and credit providers ak also on this other side borrowers. So chito ne besendo hii tos ingen ile kiyochin siling ata ak ingen ile amune sikeyochin that price. So inyoni ak iib credit score nengung. So kosich inai ile credit score ne kararan anyoru interest rate nemi ngweny.
Absolutely. Ak kitemi yoton ketau kunon ako kasarta noton ne kingoit serikali noton nebo Kenya Kwanza komiten office o kingalalen president His Excellency William Ruto omwa kole kityeme kabisa en ngalekab bandab tai kityeme keker kele pikaran chiki akoik listed kokikimuch kityakta icheket en president noton nekitinye tos
Posten on Twitter, Insta, aginde Facebook. Kona ingwenduni kole impo wangu.
Tetutietab nenetesetai extra. Ko tetutiet nekibun mixed moto moto played by one and only our baddest DJ Redmond.
The National Parents Association wants urgent action taken to address rising students' arrests. Yes, resolve the grievances, high-handedness, high-handed managers, and copycat cases. Kakas kitu kile kama strikes kuleta kolara aja kaya in school. Peer pressure. Eng lagok. Coming the tide. Kale nationwide inspection of schools to review safety measures. Ulu gaitep kile kabitu mat ne mara nagilin kaya accidental kutos nenegoy akale suspects detained. Ngalale agobatu kedestai enguni kale tensions in schools. Kale tension in schools ko report meet headline enga site ne brand tendebe jina tembalagok chuko mitei engulin bako tini ko getisa bija isha kibalago joka besa ko bunye naragene mesengi tebile mila ko etaka ne much kol almat au ngen ko le mai ko no ko beto bet jarweni amuenge dile ya almat mago leweni ko lengoni report limit headline nga safety ne brani ne bad daily national tension in schools.
Kamanda sanga says that the standard aga says that the daily aga says that the standard missing mangalale na bangalega be bola mangalale na bangalega be unrest in school. The standard ko to na te jorwengo. CC. Kale fugitive CC. Ego ke sugumana nyo.
Awa suguman.
I headlines ibure.
Awa squeeze. Ngira ke sugumana kuna.
Kiwigi ne gonyes. Kele kale ato magenam CC ne kure na rap Kirich. Kirich ko gikimwa ngele one of the most unique CCs in Kenya. Kimi serikali kongete 2013
karibu 14 ya.
2013. Ko kakitoy bingalega be devolution. Serikali sek tugul eng Nairobi ako mi yota finance. Sindio? Yes. So kama ule fugitive CC kala kasarta ni ginyolu gena menendet ko yokto governor Sakaja ko Emet nebo Dubai ne gimoitoin tomo kolipan county 106.7 million deni sek cheki kamwa kele nyolu kelipan a law firm ko ole nyolu gena menendet Sakaja drag the court over Kirich disappearance. Ko geso kumangapsa.
Tongira ine kiso mani kuna
ina ite kwene kwegele kalia
ngoma kase
lumo na main kwenda nenye kalia ibuni you know so headline baka state ni bicha itap Sakaja ak bicha itap CC and finance in county by Nairobi Charles Arab Kirich committee headline ngo state itap the Star page nebo oyeng page nebo somo ko testa report ngo lalo no bangalega sugul naga mwenye gole panic hits schools as principals resort to closure over unrest kala suguli se chang principal se chang go sup ko ger gole lu ga go nam logok ko be tension ko yach kitakta chechang eng suguli se eng emone Naivasha Girls High School eng limba Nairobi ko eno limba Naivasha ko giger Loreto Girls Kiambu suguli nebo Kiangunyi eng Muranga suguli nebo Njumbi eno limba Gitugi Girls listed ko kabisa nebo suguli se ko yach ki yokto lo ko baga kusuke akoy mutik choton che itine suguli se kingeles kai principals kole kai ko kama pema ngile so man logis iguitos nay gole ne ko testai ako macho opportunity na ile kimi midterm nyolus ko exams ko kwa next ngele wiki ni nyone ko shortcut nebo mat ko exams kokobit tension en sukul komiyon ak pichainik chebo lagochu koimwong kele kokakimut amut kapkirwok kesit noton nekikiyot icheket tomo koit kasarta nekilen iyoni ana esio na ile tokomiten en eunek nguni chebo chikilik ab kele ne nekiyaak en 2018 kemboi kakile komi a play nekikasir Cleofa Malala ne ureriet nejam kosire chorwengung ko en 2018 kaile kikasir en a play tuguk chekotestai en utumishi ako koboisien Cleofa Malala yoto kole kaoker 8 years ago we had even identified problems with grilled windows. If we had windows without grills, we would have saved those girls in play. Yes. Lazima siboisien in so
we are more chini so
kakonyor full page osinye ingele anile magora aib chito kakonyor full page en page nebo somo
kora kile mwaengo
lakini si kanyor na manyor inye si nyoru full page ko menyoru menyoru
kagere in ngalekab Ebola kibagengeishek cheboto kibagengeishek international organization chukomwa kobo lakini manyoru headline so korom gasit page noton nebo yes.
So yes. Oh yes. So that was someone page in the bang one. MPs push for closure boarding schools over student disturbances. Kungololin members of parliament petut aboina petut yes kungololin gule ne nige. Mona our leaders and members of parliament are we rushing too much?
Kagamat ke nirek chigi ageda
kotole oger otebenge gorogule okay ingele chega this chabe sheria gemboy ara yo law kata chimite boardings en emetab Kenya and you know okwek to ochabe sheria agole kityo ingele ke chocha na speaker ab emetab Kenya bagole biga ab gai man le gai man lakini otebenge ole kinome no sigebendi
a debate ne gitaw ke ngalale ke tep kele can we face it out amu kata kama jita kora tiza kamara menja kule suguli se kijang chaba boarding gumi in certain areas ili wajini suguli se kemara gumi in one county suguli se karibu mutlo chagi jamki gure national schools and C1 schools ili wajini amu kama suwe kijang junba remote ko mi suguli kimengechen jamgu nyudla kuk benefit kanget lakwene buno kabiyet aginyo kwa agoi kwa ulimba Maranda anan gonyo Labor Alliance High School anan gonyo Kenya High so those kejakta emi sangsamata ko disadvantaged lago kalage chamaro mi ko maswe ki matinda suguli se kichen
infrastructure chiki kindege mboy
yes
tebenge members of parliament ko legita unina no gorogen tugu chiki ke chabene boarding school amon capacity ne boarding schools kwa mfano Kapsabet boys kwata
Mangen number
so ingele gitondo 2000
yes mwenye ngele 2000
beds so me tukunje kwagerale okay members of parliament kanyolu sole ugone time
yes
onge ngalale Kenyans mato o contribute ngitengine moguitosi ole what happens after that
anageja time is ntwiza angena lekita ketulgo jamgelen emunyu me the best decision ya inerechi ananyaga bitke
okikemwa kele the safety nebo TV kora ngandani ke koboto lok che weri kemboi ko kararan yo mi boarding schools kiker lok che bo ketoreti kemboi che imuche ko ke kikeyateta lok che kikikoito komengech kitun lok choto che mami en kalyet ko TV che chang che kikisor koba boarding schools komite komie ko somosa komie so yo nama ko la rule I mean,
kuweka kijakta emising report na tinyage angalega bropta kaitet ole Nairobi ngama mi ropta Nairobi ko kaitet kabisa page not nebo ayinga kusoma kale rising sea level kale the science behind it and the expert one got to win ne bono experts amuna segere ka tokos levels ole kijam ko itwa ino shegen ko konakta nene ka gonito kale study shows all heritage sites accessed along Kenya's coastline falls within high risk zones mi ko mose jamii gere tizam gelen mi tebe lakini kariti jam gone gite to ko ikonak pe kabisa nene ka gonoto ko report mi te ngbeje ne ba aying en gazeti ne brani gazeti ne ba Daily Nation ngala gora ako bangale ka prop tane tesa tai ngeme page ne ba soma ko kale after deadly floods brace for El Nino kya ko mwa chegele kiba itonagap Emet parak kole mingale ka prop tane nage kure El Nino gimi robi 1997 yes 1997 kale gazeti ne brani at least 245 people died in Kenya due to flooding caused by weather phenomenon in 2003 2023 and 2024 kale batanyo ngale ka maranet kale go itu ngale ka El Nino kale UN Secretary General Guterres says the science is clear. El Nino will be arriving in the coming months with 90% certainty. Yes, kale mi kamugat 90% koit ropta noton ne bo El Nino mit beji noton nebo somok en kaseti ne brani kaseti ne bo Daily Nation kagimwa agobo ngalekab sugulishek ko tesetai mit headline en kaseti ne borani Daily Nation beji nebo angwan ang mut ko kale concern schools closed amid fresh wave of unrest kale kabit ka teun kabit waswas en gemet ko tinga ngalekab kreatab sugulishek nakagon kora ko bi kosupka ngalekab kambago sheng somanene kale en kaseti ne the fresh wave of unrest comes barely a week after a dormitory fire at Tutumishe Girls Academy in Gilgil Nakuru County on May 28th killed 16 students and injured 79. Ngora lego de ngobi no talk kwa testa kingo tongo bini Tutumishe kugimi kora wige moy kimi wanafunzi kimiga one of the schools in Nairobi ade ni kalia kolen ko ba strike wanafunzi so ibaro kule mi
about Tutumishe mi sugule ne mi karibu na iga ba strike
kwa wat kole
ngu kagenyorwa
aje mi school a report na takwa Utumishe tiza kuming beje na balo kale 9 Utumishe girl students to be detained for 21 days kusoma next call ba Utumishe kale kigere en wiche suma kimida tai go some prosecution kole taga chigili shetanya ko report ni mite en beje na tene balo en kaseti ne brani kaseti ne bo Daily Nation
kaseti ne bo the standard page ne bo mot ko moy gole house committee slashes executive budget ngono le ngalo nguni ngalega finance bill age ngalo na ko budget na 2026-2027 huwa kusoma wiki ni nyone in budget so kama gole ko boss budget not on the executive not to go visit ko to presidency faces budget cuts total national budget ko 2026-2027 4.82 trillion budget growth from current year number 2025-2026 ko 2.7% ago state house allocated 12.6 billion Kenya shillings so ga ngala lenga allocation kele sector nebo somane sector nebo ko batisiet office nebo not nebo president kiko islingata angebendi kenyit not nenyone agamwa inyo kele beneficiaries mi bara kabisa ko children services ingele ga imwa kele by kinyalo by 2030 kuma nyalo to komite children's home kemboy yimay ke supporting families ko ger ko laga adopte na nagamut logo ka ger kele ka tore log chechang chemite townisiek chemiano amun koko changa Gameboy mi log jogi ke gure kaine na magararan lakini teseta logochu ko bwana street teseta logochu niwe kapsa beta yago inyoru iwe gericho iwe bomet netebenge ile bono logochu keleni mu mangalole kutit
Mete
kiangalale mu mabakutit amun kiangalalchini kiagirale this is a very young boy ko lenjo reverse madam hale kwani akasisi ile ngalale kutit aba ko yes miten log chechang kabisa chemakinge gichengi ne ka gichengi ole miten chega tasikobit kotestai ak sobet gongo miten taitab bunge petutab amut CS nebo health not to go CS Duale kamwa gole we won't listen Duale says Ebola plan unstoppable as MPs protest lakini waandishi wa habari kwasib the entire nini Gameboy kongetepse Duale members of parliament ago imwisho mami lo Duale lo magi
wala ka maita ito imwana tago ka maita pejeni batte sabenga state ne rani ko kale state will not control Kenyans on newest Ebola isolation facility
exactly so
ukitana kwa gas ago le mamieng sheria ule mwae golen lazima gete sege establish so ingele ngapo itu kiba emergency tiza jo umyanda nakait kuna ne ndagilenda na kiba palo participation Emet ab Kenya ko mara
gaita kan tinye president access ngunon go missing ngalega health kita usanga public participation
yes so ngalali enga setini olaga mwaita ingelenga
so gerge we won't listen and then
state will not consult Kenyans on a US kale olaga mwaita Duale ko kale enga setini kale magitepse wa Kenya as a job isolation facility meeting engage not about this up enga setini brani kale health minister had pressed to explain Kenya US deal to a national assembly mwa igeleni ngapo legi sumandoi story ka saa zingine kutoka itebe ile ngu ma mabek nigileni chingwa kwa ekpenda
lene ngisi nyang magile umisi yani
uya misi ya peje ne batasa
ngisi nyanga timba moja nguno chita nikisoma kabisa ni wara matelongi yana maja mwe niklisha le umisi yani bajingila kwa miki mine le kwa visi yo jole
yes
someone's aya New York mission to solve new police unit rollout gaps. Mita nemeta be America CS nebo Interior Kipchumba Murkomen koboto Deputy Inspector General nebo Police notogu Lagat Eliud Lagat ak afisa alak choto chimoche koger kole inetenge ano
Governor nebo Nairobi
Governor Sakaja noto nebo Nairobi ak kandoik alak komoche koger kole kiwaldo ano sector noto nebo security missing ngene ile ngalekab training en nguni kemboe kotestai kowalakse ngalekab digitization kagewal ngalekab training ko miten eng yo pichait nebo CS Kipchumba Murkomen ko miten eng benchmarking mission in New York in information of a special police unit for Nairobi City ingele kimache kibesyo nguno ingele Nairobi ko magerge ak taunisiek alak ole kiripto ana biik che miten Nairobi ko une training noto nenywanet ko miten en orit en kasetin
bo taman ko ngalala ko bagesitab former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua kale how Gachagua Oster ruling could shape 2027 elections. Those were lana siasa about 2027.
Yes.
Uga kitele ko malo.
Kio ila right ablos.
June 8th.
Yes.
Tari Jumatatu. Yes, kitele eng tarik sisit kesi notok on former president Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment has emerged as a crucial factor in the 2027 elections. Inge nilegetelegesi vile Gachagua sasa mimi ndio niko either igoja number 1 anango number 2. Ingele jambo bwati bijogole imuch kwagetep kele tos kai Kalonzo Matiang'i Kalonzo Kalonzo okay kigere guya Kalonzo Karua gorikchin missing eng kigere tuwa tako malo eng Mount Kenya again so goibwati golen ndagichenge jine bonoli ole no Matiang'i Kalonzo chine u gurenga jitabin SG nebo chama itab ODM Sifuna Kalonzo goto gotibi golen ngiro na imuch kwalda
Sifuna Kalonzo na Kalonzo Sifuna
okay keribi guya kinyishikap Sifuna kotom goyam
konyonende
goy 1 mi biore to geru guya 2 kutako ko missing nende ingele kagma tizo git kwanya gele chamgete bibi golen chitanika junge president and deputy president kete begele imuji tene your enemy to simuji dia juponyango ngrane ndetu ye ingele dane ngap ko bwaji to lu anda nyoru warane Gachagua kugeta ngap ko bwaji ta golen ngunda nyoru warane Sifuna ole ngalalda ko rais golen ngot ko memiyo ko rais ya so okay the ticket neta getebege nyoto ndawindi ran sekretary tegele tendoi imanda imungo to kosamna jadet Gachagua rani inglebenisheni mitai I'm very sure that the first thing mo golen yes anene 1 amu ingen tiza Gachagua le number 2 kugiaigu ago number 2 ni metende ise
kiagurikis
ingen ile number 2 tiza kelago you are too close but very far keri chilagine ilo amu geri bigu alen number 1 na igoro gide jitanya ku president in 20 ndawindi sekenyurwa new president in 2027 kuma je 10 years kuji ni number 2 kuma gati na ile imisang for 10 years imisang for 10 years siwege so agogasha gogya kwa mesoit gogya kwa mesoit kungiro tetane tu imwe ngigo number 2 ungenyibale kielen so kongen golane gasha gole jamami
samwa ngine mi headline of the Star tinyege agin kinaka yaruru yenyo kabisa lakini amacho muten agoi barwet ana mujo ole mabarwe na kasir ko baten logoyot na kasir chorwengo CEO nebo National Police Service Commission Peter Lenee PLO nakamwa nyongole taking care of staff welfare is key to success of institutions ngele nenet ko CEO inenet ko kuitos agobo ole gripto agobo itini so kamwa nyongole kita genge na nyolu kotelel in structure ga tugul ko nyolu keger kele kogrib kiboitini kagrib ngalega mental health komiten nyo kasir kabisa very good story amaisi soman ing page nebo 14 ing city noton nebo the Standard noto go Peter Lenee nenendet ko commission secretary ago chief executive officer nebo National Police Service Commission kumiorit ing city ni
lakini watendoi tenda some expertise ko rangalega HRS jamgo tenda indama gere title tenda inyo yes
kongoi PLO chorwenya
Peter Lenee tenda jama gere in ngisere kaineni
kotinye title
la sake confirm tenda title na bwata le agenge ngbiche ki kwa ngalega human resource enyo yes sake chaka enyo PLO Peter Lenee page not ne bottom na go ingo ngalali kitana kai mwatiza enyo Nairobi Police Unit plans hits a snag kale Interior CS and Nairobi Governor leading team to benchmark with other cities. Engyo kale President Ruto had directed that the unit be up and running by July, but Sakaja says this will not be possible. Kala makai muka en July ni ko nagagay mo ilimite matunek kibasang mi CS Murkomen mite Governor Sakaja ag DIG lagat ko mito limba Emet of America ay ngalega benchmarking kirogele nena ay matunek kibasang ako baga manutiza rani ngabi mito ne tam Nairobi itebegerani linda windi rani sage ngabi wore lo misga mai gera got police mai gerchi itabi lenda win nai gera ngap ke kidnapping kenamchi amu mami police ne gelen ga karib da sete so beji notene bo tamana going inga sete ne ene brani ga sete notene bo a Daily Nation.
Pata inga sete ni World Cup is around the corner. To debe timita Boaz ko support in England go Triza. We support the same team, but
yes, kami tu ayu Uingereza.
We need to do something.
Imejege
fanya jambo. But kwa wendi I was seeing through team isege. Hai Brazil itakuwa moto. Brazil ngelo
team to watch
which yenye 202 Brazil go win the World Cup. So team to watch, yes. The last time the last time go win in Brazil go kyo.
In 1998 go win in France. Kika sir Brazil in finals 1998.
So team is chukikinge chukiba kitambo, they are coming back. This is one of the best World Cups. Take time in you. I get team at Brazil lineup never Brazil. Get lineup never Brazil. Ganda sa zingine nengo tinye team with key players and players so aging up such aging going to
but under pressure.
Putting your pressure na meet but like of all the teams to meet the World Cup. Yes, meet Portugal, Argentina gumi yongora lakini Brazil wanaweza fanya mambo. So kangala alena go bako tiorindet two brothers chaure renji teammate agenge. Teammate not on France. Kumite patay inko city ne ko tuito za presidents nebo France. Team not na ile tauge World Cup tare kume wiki ni nyona. We have only 7 days.
Wow.
Group in time kasarta na nole kigere sanga be World Cup tafadhali World Cup ye magdinya baad
mi America wala teri
Olympics tukibo iboti kingo mi Olympics Rio kingo sada basubuhi hingete jida igere inalobe. So 14th ko Germany versus Curacao. Ivory Coast Ecuador 15th July ago saa 8 asubuhi. So biga Ivory Coast oigu tayari so ngeti saa 8 asubuhi. German aga Ivory Coast ko saa 5 usiku wa uama yano. Yes ko uredio section mitenyo. In World Cup it's around the corner. Sibicha nchitu ultimingu kwa sababu mngane mapema. Mine is England ago jamaa atendai soft hat nebo Ghana.
Atendai soft hat nebo timetabo Faransa. Yes amu the talent nebo timishe kimio.
Atemu agitiali ile amunes timetabo Africa.
Timida agane ba Africa ko timina tani ba France nagigere gele extension am gele bendi 8 teams ko sogola mo batani ba France netenda African se dango sirin timisha galakso at the day of
in France.
Yes en timida ba France. Okay, given intimita be in 2020 Argentina 2018 ko timina tani ba France timina tani ba 2014 kinge wure ning Brazil given in Germany 2010 ko Spain 2006 ko Italy 2-2 Brazil. Yes, the last time Brazil won ko 2002 98 ko win in France mo gigaye Ufaransa 1994 ko gigaye USA ko win in timita Brazil ora en 1990 ko Germany. Yes. Okay.
So yere ile Ingiletinya Ancelotti's
Ancelotti
coach nebo Brazil ko Carlo Ancelotti kiginendet from
one of the experienced managers or coaches.
All right, kaseti da the star ko kangalale nkina kangalale boss oliki kwito the duo for 2027. Kala kaseti ni Karua backs calls for science driven pick of flag bearer. Aliado bota bota dargos ko barani geleshilo.
In the sentence agenge our former minister party leader Iron Lady Martha Karua ingen siasa isirech mabendi science ak politics
arorchinewa ni bikyo gilenje science kone
ngemwa kele
Ngele
science
scientific.
Triza, ngele scientific way ko oret nakamwa kele ongebe for ketep kele tos ngo
Yes.
scientifically kita
Kimache
nake mention
kas numbers.
kale meje kas numbers kele ngo ne chamat
Aha.
memwa kityo kele ngo ne chamat ngo ne chamat akoyanat kemwara ile ongetebe biik ab emet kelechi une sekemwara ni
So
kele
imuch kiyogu ngele Triza Boas.
opinion polls for example
Opinion polls kele kimache kituyen Triza ak Boas. Kimache kituyen Brian ak Boas. Obiro ngunon ole ngo mayani Triza ak
Yes.
Boas. So kamwa kole kimache kebe direction noto.
ingel dake ba scientific way tagima ko deputy president Gachagua in 2002 2022
Kimako tight zaidi kule en opposition saya muni
Yes.
mi Kalonzo yone mi Martha Karua mi te chorwengu former deputy president mi chorwengu Matiangi mi Sifuna Poto Eji former Eji again former attorney general so in
Ngotiwe
2022
scientific
ko
way.
kikingen in 2022 ko kikingen okay kagomong gavana nebo Murang'a kagele imuch koik Waiguru kagele imuch koik chorwengung the current deputy president so kinekit 4 you know ako kikingen kele imuch ketebenge kele gender kotomo koik keit yoton majority ya siasa bado imutu biik ata so kichang tugun chekekere kosir namba nebo biik che lakini sai
ndakiba scientific koroge ndakiba scientific koroge takima konyoru mata kubinjira Raila Odinga in 2022 so in my personal view kimpite mwi manyora organize na hypothesis
Martha Karua
yes
scientific and a science driven flag bearer
waziri Martha Karua science ngiburu jak siasa kumagoi ngumu sana ni ngumu sana
sirkoi nutiki akotorchi uyana kole
kobe kora kele itiza
keweka
back to our Kenya skate kele lakwana kini mwenye kuni mbukunga pano komianga mut kolian so chang
kotinye ne
yes.
So miten en koindo Karua and Matiangi demand poll based flag bearer choice
kitegeni takomi one exam neo misanga kupinzani number 2 akamwa kele as per history nebo imoni kingeisto Rigathi Gachagua in 2023
Yes.
2020 na 2024 kikon tebutik chechang en Kenya ako it will dictate saizi apart from kita nakale kumache kityo ke state president kota mutai kwa kiribik chechang amot kongomito koito that statement nekokale barwet nekosirchi president tebi biik kolechin kaubunchi kityo press conference nege ngomakikero kakekero missing press conference ng'ololyo nekimache kuni ako kora kotok kora ngomeker Kalonzo ameker Gachagua in that team keribi wa matendoi the punch the power
kanyo ngatuye
kami ngatuye sangana ng'ololi okay amu kwa kaso kosoman Jane Kihara kosoman senator
kosoman mwandishi wa habari
kosoman in Ali so Mangen Triza it is still a big exam en komasta nebo upinzani ketep tos ngani bangu ako mising anganale
ayu say kut kurso Eugene Rani kombonde headline
Eugene ngani in Wamalwa kikasinye ingin ile Eugene konikilen chito you buy this and get this one free kikasis komwa chito kolen nginyoru ne kekonin in free resi kikoita Eugene free engin
no matinge sasa ngounane sobet
politically Eugene is a very bright lawyer he's a smart guy yes he's a very bright lawyer Eugene Wamalwa lakini en kisiasa ak maths ak scientific in
bichu jamgele ni muge ay tuyet ko mami
aranga iwirte kora Eugene kona gileje nene cheng ni angne ke gonen Eugene free taiga inyoru jitaga so that is politics it's as brutal as that siasa Triza
iyo
it's true
miten chi agenge nekibet en emetab Kenya 2021 kikosom family en kenyisiek tugul keker kele kakinyor kimache family kotine kosom security komong inendet lakini kowirta kotini en betutab amut kesit nekikoito family noto kokale court dismisses Mbijiwe's petition makingen kele mnyano Mwenda Mbijiwe toma kenai nguni kibete en June 2021
mangana sale tomaelewana kwa isai Mbijiwe was one ingen ile was
Security.
an army officer, I think. Uwe kijita kiba jeshi en Kenya, lakini kinyo kumong agoyek analyst nebo ngalekab security en Emet. Ane wale tos kiatari ngongu na moja masubi mesa.
Iki neko mwaka ame netom kakose. Kale kimi rabinik che kinyolu koib. Ako the last time ko kiwendi pa ko negotiate yani pa ngololen kole kikochi percentage chetia. Rabinik choto. Tom kakase komwoe kit neu non kamet. Because the moment kage issues chebo rabinik so unajua hata wewe minda kuosha.
Uya kole deals labda deal na mawa komye.
Sawa, yes.
But who is that nekikere kole ngomi mbijiwe komami komye. Amutiza kimagere mbijiwe ko dangerous in chi. Age tugul.
Number 2. Yakabwa pesa hii boy.
Yes.
Yakabwa pesa it's
Number 2, the silence of police ko very loud. Ngosis ya police agosis Emet kuyo in mbijiwe was a very senior security analyst. Ngemani kimeko chikito negileni nagile ko mangu chama gere chang cham ko mi chang cham ko ngale ngalekab security. Lakini mongen takubetwarani ale ngone ki match ngone ma match ko ngetin ngone kiger kwa threat mbijiwe. Bado inanishangaza tu.
Okay. Ngalekab World Cup tauge tarik 11 wiki nenyone. Timu nebo Norway kotienge kotiorindet nebo Manchester City. Ellen Haaland. Yes, kangalale kokochi focus timisik che negit chebo Africa ngalale nebo Ghana. Tako urerenete Ayu Brothers sikona lineup nebo Ghana.
Oh, tako mi Ayu sakone nin hey, okay.
Abana.
Saketebe chekunur.
Friday.
Martin Chebio chekunur petutab kumut kasi.
Kutako mi in Ghana mun kadengyo pete.
Sakeger
kuko city of the Star ako city not nebo the Standard. Ala tugul chengwa boas lineup not nebo team of Ghana. Sabet ko mau olegetarte gemboy. Ole kibunu.
Yes.
Sabet igeri le kiabunu no. Kya ne ako bengi not nebo Stanbic Bank ko partner na inegen eng safarino unono o miten ak Stanbic Bank ko lazima igiri le une safarit amune the journey kale your journey matters igiri le une safarit not ni miten eng sobet ako kale yetu kora nakile the growth eng ko biashara ngo ko boisiet age tu not nei ko bo kamanut kabisa mangna le story ngunget kone mi jale le ongen ole kyabunu no nyeman kigas ni kole jita ongen ole kyabunu no mainge gele story nebo sobe ngungone mu kole jita kikesrangasi seven aegasi nono kole chikyo biashara akatesta yetu kunoton kibwatu ngele Stanbic Bank komiten agobo inye eng betutab rane kale no matter where you are in your journey Stanbic is your partner in progress atolo yon ni bengi nguno ba Stanbic Bank.
Okay, the lineup not ndenyu kumagere the Ayu brothers and timu not nebo Ghana lakini tutaitafuta tuone amusa ke confirm na botere mutagete ndai Martin Cherio chigunur ke skeletos une the squad not nebo team not nebo Ghana amu the Ayu brothers tuiza go big cheki jamgelen little kabisa.
Engyo. Naka Samoa Janis?
Yes, kimiaka Samoa ja.
And Samoa has retired.
Oh, retired, okay, yes. So, retired na Samoa.
Okay. Sawa. Dai sekta man arangwan Samoa.
Yes. Siror kale kimi komnye ngomeseng Siror igaten Nichols Gay. Yes.
Okay.
Nichols Gay kale katwa twiza kale gisuba ngomeseng Nick Kosgei kitabulimba Tindret en county natanebo Nandi. Asante sana Nichols Gay. Akpeja togol kale Abel yego kitabulimba Saniak. Ako kwa ile group. Yes, kale mosene sao tuko area ko meseng Abel kele Emet iga say loud and clear ko meseng beja tukul jago meseng jago mito subedi nya kele jina ko meseng Joseph Kimeto engineer enkulimbo sote ko ile loud and clear mwalimu Jona Arab Keino asante sana balozi Pitarono ko gaten balozi yes kale gasa ko mye kabisa engulepe Columbus Ohio engyo kale Emet ke kosa kumnyeka pesa ko kale invite kale the Kapsabet boys kamukunji principal kale invite one day no more kale dago to secret ko ngamesanga sege cheng chorwenyo principal Elkana Lagat concrete yes ko ngamesanga baja tukala santeni sana mwalimu Amos Biwat en Kaberer akya tukuni subet ko ngamesanga weksing matasa ke dasta
ikatina deputy speaker Gladys Boss
agati mheshimiwa kabisa
kale eng sheria chebo emetab Kenya kale there is an act nechomchin CS nebo education kot kogon tilet age tugul netinyege ak mionwogik
Okay.
Choto chimuch koleta ge.
CS nebo health.
Yes. So kako listit eng yo mheshimiwa kale the provision of this act unless otherwise expressed is so far they concern formidable epidemic, endemic or infectious diseases. So smallpox, yellow fever, sleeping sicknesses, agalak chechang. So kaleng yo act no kukochin naglen sweeping powers. Kimnotet CS kuger kole kagotilet eng ngalekab emergency. Kungete ingile nangobit curfew hotels, keger biashara, kotunjo ucho quarantine in hotelisiek, ngalekab ndegeisiek, ngalekab borders keger kotinye kimnotet. Kale ogoten Kenya. Kotomo koit COVID emetab Kenya kokimite sheria noto. Ngo in ngalekab health, in ngalekab emergencies cheu chon, komi sheria ne igochin kimnotet CS noto nebo health.
This must correct ngolimba chepko kale good morning boss kale takikasa komnye kale takilen pole eng family nebo kap sitin akamnyel kwa kumpoteza eng family nebo kalak family nebo kap Daniel Tot nyalil bay kipsika ngolimba wa Sengesho ko ibet Grace big up kap stingo big kyaki ngolimba chepko yoteza ko ibet Grace Chemele Tot ketastaki mwa pole kabisa nyo arambe ko Jumapili kunaleta bortinyo ko somo kasi ngetaret family eng betu natin nebo kosomagasi ngo ibet jaget Grace Chemele Tot ketastagi mwai mucha mising enya pija tugul ketastagi mwai jagatul ngo obunanye gisenda ketastagi mwai mucha pija tugul jaga suru messages kile jinak asanteni sana messages ko janga besi jabwana ngole studio kile jinak asanteni sana kiwexi ngo matia asaketastagi betu natin nebo ay nebo Kass Lenee Emet kaine ngo boss kemboy
actress cherorot.
Kimitei agobo inye ago kimita siginetkei kibaibaitgei ak inosechige tuguk cheterter chetesetai eng emetab Kenya ak emotinwek chebo sang. Inyorwech eng DSTV channel 266, Zuku channel 19, GoTV channel 099, Star Times channel 164, Pang eng free to air, Bamba free to air, Azam channel 336 koboto online streaming eng www.kasstv.co.ke.
Kotitinye ngoliot age tugul kotinygei ak tetutik chok sirwech sirutiet en oretab email konyo info@kassfm.co.ke anan ko SMS en number 55552 anan ko 30552 ak imwawech kit nechome ak nemechome.
Kass TV kimnotet.
Posten na Twitter, Insta ak inde Facebook. Kona ingwenduni kole impo wangu.
Tetutietab nenetesetai extra ko tetutiet nekibun mixed moto played by one and only our baddest DJ Redmond.
Ole Serem.
Ibwate kora kole eng kasarta age ketoche influencers, tiktokers, social media influencers ak chi age tugul nekose kotindoi talent ako meche kobartage eng mashabik.
It become red flag. We were green flag and it did not help us with anything. Can we just
Ongetuye eng kila Jumamos eng nenetesetai extra omitaganende Jacqueline Arusei. Akiwatile mix anan chenwagik ko moto chebutun one and only our baddest DJ. Get to you every Saturday in Kass TV. Tetutietab nenetesetai koitun eng kila komut kasi eng Kass TV kongete sait aeng nebo kemboi agoi sait angwan nebo kemboi omitaganende Jacqueline Arusei. Watileng nenetesetai ketindoi segments cheterter mitei kebeberta nebo what's trending king'alalei akobo topics chekotestai ko trendan during the week eng social media. Aketindoi kora kebeberta nebo talent central. Kitoche chinik nyokobarta talent nenywanet akonyor support kobun akweket mashabik. Ongetuye eng kila komut kasi eng nenetesetai omitaganendet Jacqueline Arusei. Inakuanga moto fire.
Kasilosu kila Jumatatu agoi komut kasi otochin asikobit kenyoru tienwogik chotok cheiberurech.
Mountain Jehovah.
Tienwogik chelelachen.
Tinye Jeiso tuguk chechang. Sominende sikokonin mogoriot kiptayanden yo mogoriot nebo mogo.
Tienwogik chebo kwaya.
Haya. Kelenjini mashabik chechoget kasta ibwati ingele komi tienwogik chukibo kenyu. Chilani kas kole kouniyo kasoki nemwoyo.
Anyikekab chuboit kosete misote ongikilke barnotik akemisotonik tuguchutok kibo keny bo komonut weleye batongo ng'alek tugukab chumbek.
Haya, keteste inonio. Angle checham kochang menoni.
Tulwenyon dindireni kolyelke kolbek tam koribe boisiet komwochi lagokchwak.
Kora kemiten kilongu tienwogik alak chechuten kas taibwoti yani heshimu ukuta kou nonizo.
Chamgoteni lagok kolele.
Ego sanyi anyingasit keba akewek. Meutien kasta ibwoti heshimu ukuta mara moja. Jumatatu agoi komut kasio ak Daktari Stone koitande sabe Kass FM amon kim notenae.
Kwenye Star Times, Beijini, Burudani Juu. Enjoy kids entertainment, the best football, Hollywood movies, gripping dramas, and so much more at fantastic prices. Buy the aerial decoder at only 1,399 shillings and the dish decoder at only 2,499 shillings. Say yes to unmissable entertainment. Recharge your monthly subscription today and get upgraded to the next higher bouquet for 1 full month. And enjoy Teen Titans, Ben 10, and Pokemon Hunters on Cartoon Network. Gangs of Manila on ST Novella and Come Back to Me on Novella E+. TNA Wrestling and Blockbuster Hollywood movies on TNT. Download the Star Times own app to enjoy unlimited entertainment on the go. Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
Longetab kabatik ko tetutiet netokchinigei konet ak konoisechi kabatik akobo boisionikab kabatisiet.
Kianam avocado ak ketik oeng chekikuren pwete.
Eng yu ko kinetigei akobo ortinwek chebo kasari chebo kabatisiet ak kit nenyolu koyai kabatindet asikonyor melekto neo.
One of the key aspects of doing anything when it comes to growing food is how healthy are our soils.
Kobun tetutienoto bo community of practice kotestai bengenata kosuldae kanetet koityi stakeholders tugul chebo kabatisiet eng counties chebo West Pokot, Trans Nzoia County, Uasin Gishu County ak Elgeyo Marakwet County akobo kamanutienoto bo ripsetab ng'ung'unyek eng program nenaat ko Economics of Ecosystems and Biodiversity.
Ngetuiye kila kwang'wan kasi eng tetutietab longetab kabatik kong'ete sait agenge ak kebeberyat nebo koskoling eng Kass TV asikinetkei chechang. Aibun ane Bernard Tanoe.
Kasilosu kila Jumatatu agoi komut kasi otochin asikobit kenyoru tienwogik chotok cheiberurech.
Mountain Jehovah.
Tienwogik chelelachen.
Tinye Jeiso tuguk chechang. Sominende sikokonin mogoriot kiptayanden yo mogoriot nebo mogo.
Tienwogik chebo kwaya. Tiendo neisomchinigei. Tiendab TBT. chutak tugul inyoru eng tetutiet nebo ilosu sikekas kong'ololwech Jehovah kobun tienwogik. Ane Lea Kemboi Emet. Kass FM.
Lenee ureriosiek ketuitosi eng tetutiet nebo Lenee ureriosiek elekitokyinigei ng'wondet nebo ureriosiek.
Course haikuwa mzuri sana, ilikuwa mbaya.
Kong'eten chopchinetab gei nebo rwoik chebo emetab Kenya kochopchingei labatosiek cheterter ak urerenik chebo emet nebo Kenya. Koboto kora ng'alalutik chebo ng'amutik chebo ureriosiek eng emoni.
So ameche alechi vijana tugul kaikai ongeboisie talenta chekikonech sikobit keboisie eng oret nekararan.
Kila betut nebo Jumatatu ak betut nebo komut kasi.
And most of the rabbits that we keep in Kenya have been introduced from the Western countries. And we have about 10 breeds. As you go around, you'll be able to see them. And mostly we prioritize the rabbits that are kept for meat production, because that is what we call the core product of our work. The core product, the core business of why we should keep rabbits. It's not to have fun with them, but rather to make an income out of it. So you prioritize the meat rabbits. And among those breeds, we have one that is called New Zealand White, California White, we have Flemish Giant, Chinchilla, Checkered Giant, we have Palomino, we have Havana, we have American Sable, we have Dutch, and many others. So we have all those being kept in Kenya actively. Any part of Kenya, you can keep them. Rabbits are very easy to look after. Okay, number one, you need very good hatches that can be what we call self-cleaning hatches. If you keep your rabbits clean, and they are collecting the droppings below. You can see there's a space here, and the droppings are there, okay? And the urine will drip and you collect in containers. So when you keep rabbits away from their dirt, you eliminate more than 90% of all the rabbit diseases. So that makes your work easy. Number two, you feed rabbits properly. We say you feed dry feeds. You can see there are strands of hay here. We also have rabbit pellets. You'll be able to see as you move around. And then water. And then, of course, we have you can give treats, small treats here and there. If you have some greens in your shamba, you can give a little bit of it. But the bulk of the diet of a rabbit is hay. Hay you can buy in an urban center. 85% or more of what a rabbit eats should be hay. There may be 10-15% should be pellets. Then water. If you have treats, you can give. If you don't have, then you can try to survive with high quality pellets that you can get. So if that is of operations, then you can do this venture in an urban center like we are doing it here. We buy all the feeds. We don't grow any of the feeds of the rabbits. Okay, so that makes it the production to be very easy, very good, easy structures in tires, and anyone can do this anywhere in the country. Okay, you would consider the kind of structures that you want to keep. Of course, people have different approaches to how they want to house rabbits. There are people who try to house them in what we call colonies. Like the people do chicken kienyeji in a very big house and you put them down. But that one is a bit hectic in terms of maintaining diseases and in terms of preventing inbreeding, because if you keep males, females together, rabbits are called induced ovulators. It means if a male and a female get into contact, a female does not need to be showing any signs of ovulation, it will just become pregnant. So you'll have a lot of work to keep males and females apart. Sometimes they fight and all that. The other approach is now to use the hatches that you are seeing all over here. So that if you have this hatch with a particular number, you'll know that that hatch keeps a certain rabbit whose father is that one, whose mother is that one, so that you do something we call breeding selection and all those activities. So the first thing is to choose what structure you need to use. And then you choose how you are going to keep them clean. Okay? And you've said one of the ways is to use such kind of meshes with holes so that urine and droppings can go through. So we guide farmers who want to do that. We make such kind of hatches for them. So you can either try to improvise or you can look for the professionals to make for you who are already in that field. So usually those are the two approaches. So the amount of money you spend will depend on the kind of structures that you want. Some people will go there even to import international structures, but they can always be customized with the materials that you have around you. So that is the way to go. The major customers of rabbits is usually the producers, the farmers who are keeping rabbits will be the one mostly to push the product for themselves, because now if you go to your local butchery, it is very hard to come across them selling rabbit meat. When you go to the agronomists, they will tell you, do not keep something for an agribusiness if your next door neighbor is not eating it. So nobody is promoting it in a way that we, the producers, would desire. So the end of result of that is that the farmers themselves are the ones who are actively involved in pushing the rabbit meat into the market. So I will produce the rabbits, and then I will go on social media. These days it's very easy because we have social media with us. Then I will push my product there. So it's the farmers who own the product who are more involved in taking it to the market. Currently that is the way it is. In the future we hope that as the farmers put the product out there, more meat retailers, food traders, the hotels and the like, the supermarkets, can also play a role, an active role, because there's a difference between stocking the meat and also stocking and talking about it. Because if you stock it and the consumers don't know about it, then they will not buy. Okay, so the best approach is you stock the meat and then you have a way of talking about it. Why should the people eat it compared to chicken or fish, and they are all white meats? So that conversation needs to happen, and currently it's happening more amongst the producers themselves and as far as they can reach the consumers. So that is the state of the work. You find spots here and there. It is not what we call mainstream. If you go to almost every butchery, you find they will have beef and goat and chicken and eggs and all that. Because the consumers have normalized to go and ask, you people, do you stock chicken? Because they see it every day. And when it comes to the rabbit, we do have only a few, retailers who will say, I think this is a good product, and I have a group of farmers near me who are keeping it that I can help push to the market. So it is not something that the consumers see a lot of the time in very many butcheries, for them to go to every butchery and ask, do you have rabbit meat here? Because it's not something they see on a daily. So we have a low population of farmers who keep rabbits for meat. As well, we have a few retailers who keep the meat. So it's a situation of, should we have more consumers first? Should we have more producers? As it is, the interest is growing as much as the people who are pushing the product in the market is also growing. I've been able to serve hotels in the process personally, or even some butchers here and there, on and off. Today they will get 10 kgs, tomorrow they will ask for 15, another time 25, another time they will go silent for 2 months, then they will come back. So that has been the nature of the rabbit business in reality. We do have what we call, of course, we have the policy level of, promoting the work. Okay, if you go to the government, maybe you find them talking about rabbits in the CBC, it's a venture for children. So you will not find, if you talk about government subsidies and vitu kama hizo, you will never hear the president or the minister of agriculture talking about rabbits. Maybe they'll talk about dairy sector, chicken, because that is much more, it's a bigger industry than the rabbit industry. So you find it is more of a niche field at the moment. Just like you would have the usual cabbages, there are a lot of them in the market. But if you visit some of the supermarkets in the market in Nairobi, you find that there are some that will sell the red cabbage. You see that dynamic. So you will never hear anyone talking about the red cabbage as much as you hear people talking about the usual white cabbage. So it's that dynamic where people will talk about more of chicken and less of rabbits. The same way you say, but doesn't mean that there's if you even look at the mainstream ventures like chicken, I'm hearing, I was reading somewhere on the media, there's a shortage even of eggs in the country. So they are saying they're importing some eggs due from Uganda because the eggs that are produced in the country are few. So as much as the ventures of chicken are more marketable, even in those ventures, people are not producing enough. So it's a matter of the state of where the country is, what people can be able to do, which ventures can be able to invest in, and most of the time people will choose to invest in the popular ventures than the niche ventures like the rabbit product. Rabbit meat is cheaper even than beef at the moment. In most places around Nairobi, they're selling it at around 800 shillings per kg. Of course, that's on average. In some upmarket places, you may find it over maybe 1,000 or more, depending on now the level of the restaurant where you are. But for the usual butchery outlets around everywhere, you find it at around 800. Beef around here is about 850 or more per kg, about around 850. The goat meat is almost 1,000. Okay, so the rabbit is actually cheaper. So it's not a cost issue. It's a matter of I don't know how to cook this. People will feel that I don't know how to cook rabbit meat. I don't know. I've never interacted with it. Are you sure that this is serious food or it is just a hobby for boys? So there needs to be.
Ora na twiza ingenile either kwa gari tore nin kager Kisumu Kisii anan kolektanin bore nin kager limbo so take so chi nageger karina kaigai karin bo Weslekap Katet KCR 051Q karita Weslekap Katet kaigai ngogeger ngetaret kabisa.
Ay, saa 8 ako saa 11. Tafadhali ngochi kitebe anagi garit noto nebo Weslekap Katet kalaga kichor Gameboy garit KCR Probox no white KCR 051. KCR 051. Iyo esle kitinye ganet kele kinyoru kitinye ganet kabisa kele kinyoru garino.
Kageweke kebe tanato nebo oing nebo Lenee Emet akitesta kitana ke mwang tai tweza angenale kitana ngolale enguni nge mwagele Lenee Emet kutukchi ngolale engemet keteba mo migita genge nakagmwagele ngap kokorum kibetchi koro mising ibet lakwa mising kosiginin mara ibet lakweni koro mising ibet lakwet eng tuguk chemaginai kele tos ne nakagon noton ketesta kimwa ngalekab school ngalekab safety eng school koyanwa chito kitani kakimwa intiza kele sana eng sukulishek chok makichamuni iker ole ruitos lagok ile inen bas yo kelejin end pequeño emoji we class emoji lia lakini kelejinen ole ruitos lagok
komwisho
kiabwati ole mara ngotko boy school kelen bas wa baba oneza emoji kopa koger emoji kele wa mama for girls schools kama emoji kopa goro lakini
but mzazi mimi ole gibesi ngele bas
kwa shida hii kiabwati ole maybe emoji kole force mara safety agne kele mara wa mama ope jaba ora ole ruitos tv kwa lakini makijamdo ngala tugul chang sugulis jumajamdo ko ba lago ko sigi ko ro rutusan lago kita na tago nyalu kwa ke mangalekab grills kele oye nyalu lakini to bo chale the board of management ko get ko implemented no tok kita ne bo oing ko ngalekte ba discipline ko kitu ke goro men kabisa ng school ta ka tugul so meni ke tebrani gele kune ako tos nyalu gelia kinyo ito igano ngalekab school ishe ko bi proposal sa tanga kabisa ko libi ko ye ngota empower teachers kutaguri kila gong mising asigira gele leon nene testai moja ke tingo testai neng school mami garani ne gelenga tebe school ta gogon akwa strike mi school song jamii ka solen lago ko gwir tata shagelo kutakwa na moto mi ngabi ka school sala golen lago ko tawakya lago ngabi ka sege wakto susiku ikas ke mi some tension to mi baraka school ubiki ngen ko walimu ingen mwalimu ine so natani ge teberani gele tos nyalo gelia amu paisho ni otole matiza it's a collective responsibility paisho ni bagenge eng sigik mwalimu ine kiro gele gelion amu sigindet ko miak lakwet ko moiji gole miak lakwet arawe takenge nege arawe ni bangwan kitchenege na mi lakwet Easter arawe ni bosit nege arawe taptumana go mara sa zingina ak part nebo November chontugulu miak in ang mwalimu so majage tep kele engaleje sukuli bangalekab strikes ngalekab setting sukulishek tos nene gono akotos nyaruge aine
ngalalwe chenya mucho kora isirwech ko koneti ngoi chito ne imuch goi kora community Gameboy abotale community ko ba kamanut kora in every school komangen ale tos testo school community ne miten ole keso manen ko kigimi katikati nebo village katikati nebo brother school mi sibitali yu miten kanisa keberta age so kingokas kityo in AIC Little Girls ngokas so biikab kokwet kele kakiwach in a girls school ko kiitu chi tugul
yes
kikor kakotulian any igere nurses igere doctors igere biikab kokwet so mangora role ne play in the community ko une amuna ni gas board saa zingine ko imuch ko chito ne kisomane sukul noto lakini kimanda mami kebeberaton members kora chebo board ko imuch ko mi yoto so role ne kora ne play in the community in every institution sukulit age tugul ana monga no dole ne testai sukulino amun momba gengis momba somane lakwak inyoto musana sana igile munu lokalage sang so takine kora role nebo community ko ne
yes
in sukulisiek chuchoket
akwe ko kwet nego mut sukulit amu sukulit age tugul mia village
kumia village yes
that community toso tende got a role to play toso tende boishe no ayge la kwega your responsibility ko ni angni ngap ko bigala gaja ki ko sukulit no mago mi ki ko yagitu lagok
ago kwega timi kimwaito en sukulit non
kainet nebo nengwang kainet mi sukulisiek che inyoru ko chamge mwae gelenin mat kyala mayek en ole negite sukulisiek but komi communities chino ke mayek wanafunzi yani nyoru mayek wanafunzi kubun brewers chebo area so that means tendo a role to play mi boishe ne moy kwarane community ndo mwara gelen matina ke mayo lakwa nebo school karge ngo
ngere lakwa gimboy ko imzazi
yes
gimboy muje itelel sigarita gile ni iwendi no kalia si mongwe sukul saisek chuchu isomane nanu goroge bande tingele tinye haki siteben chito ne underage ko unoto sikoti lakini echeke asumene ile hele ngamo kongenin sukul mi lok sang so noto nekemache kenai English studio
yes mwalimu bete ngolimbo Rainbow Tegat kale ka sago mnye kale morning boss akitweza kisupa gomnye kongemiseng engnya mwalimu Evans Chirchir Sachengor kila nyolwa gomnye engolebu Nderit Village kaber sang kale we still condemn the incidents and to Mishe girls kale want to encourage teachers and students to embrace unity and solve the students issues amicably kale kibwati gelo yende mo aksunga lajini kibagenge asokobit ke nyor walute ke ngai mutik chuchu ngotune kyoto kibo ngaralet angawre notene bo koshinet ko ngai miseng engnya Evans Sajingor engolin bo Underit Village en Kabersang County nebo Nandi mwalimu Cosmas engolin bo Kuresiet Village olol Masani kale kimita pamoja ko ngai miseng mwalimu Senior Assistant Chief David Kipchumba engyo kale kimike kasago mnye notago Senior Assistant Chief David Kipchumba Misoi engolimba kipchamo kale good morning boss amitei akasak loud and clear kongo miseng engya bija tugul kele chinak asanteni sana
sebendi kama stanato nebo conference of watu alichin bengit not nebo Stanbic Bank atindiot nebo sabet eng chi tugul ko bo kamanut especially non ki testai chi eng sabet nagle growth ko maraisi chi tugul ni teben ile gitaune nano kitundano yu ko maraisi yes laro no chito kabisa ko maraisi laini kalenjin bengi nebo Stanbic Bank kobun kaoti John kitumde kobun sacrifice neginde koboto kora nyigana te negitindai si to leimi ngokaen kabatisien ngokaen biashara ngokaen kiaga tugul ne yeng sabet komi yu Stanbic Bank in step aga tugul noto nebo sabet komi Stanbic Bank sabarit kobo kamanut kale jani no netindai kobo kamanut in bengit nebo Stanbic Bank kale story na ngungeti ketegisi agegere gele kiyai boisie noto ne kararan kabisa kale keep growing no matter where you are in your journey Stanbic Bank is your partner alright kegas agoma sanoto nebo conference agero ale changbi kabisa yenyoru chi nafasi inwagit engyo asokobit ketestai alright kamsala Kipkorir Menja
Kipkorir ara Menja engwasingisho Kipkorir Menja
yes Kongo jebe roro takpo azwa mune.
Karibu.
Sasa to buto bigitanyo na yemi utakapsa mi fingertips ngaleke jange mi. Ngete alega fugul ko endi go la se we la society we go open ago bitu ngaleke jang ko la sagra te beta fugul. Ko te go expose la go aktu kemi te because of social media act openness in society. Koala sobra to be to mitigate generated so that we are able to keep in touch with them. Galana here, Galger all time gave me a miss wool, a mugami boating again. So boating will you keep your name and Jiggy Magaron, Jiggy Mujin on Magaran among the students. Kunga among a lenge, Jelavaranga, my Usiat and Metratelene Ragoragu, Menelavan with the Sangavi. It will never take any money to to many years down the line, go me a friend of mine, I got tun ngolimba western tun ndalengo le takip mutu mabushe kyanyo kutame suswe factory ni baishe jorwet kanyu ki tunigine ko mani to ko ba te tame suswe so igere lagi su ko kya ko to lagi wendi ni lagi jore se atishe mwisho ko teorita ngisango lini kegar so ngale no ger kita ngi kwaga in the society we ga ko mabiga la ga ngalal dos ko kijam ko konsana ba ibro tingla ko giro la kwaga ma ko ge gero ko gi konsana ba society amu gi meje ngengele magne la kwan mutai amu wendi ko to mu ko to luete anango ko to lungu ke meje ko to ko mie irrespective of lugunu amu ne ngwang la kweta sa community so gi be ba ko wala society ko bi tukitulchu so ngale na ger kita no nite ko kanere ko bi ko mu ngale jeb sugulchu job in voting lakini voting from my view is still the best amune ni lagu ke banere bongolo bunu ni nguna ju ta pesen jabe jem jangele ngele ke sarege ko mi la se ka ba ko intere ago tun boy jong yo ala bate boy se ala ala bate vijana so ko ko society no uno to ko mi so protect te gal lazima kumi voting that's how they can succeed lakini ile ko tabe ko bunjite school kuma itawi we gapsa ko keme taguno to amagera amune ko rox ke lager au ki ke ngalale kapit in accidents gitai must no ki kapit ki ga research ki ni task force ni women ki manga resolutions cindagi nagi implement ni aku tuito ko mo ajo mo tamni me decision ma mi rilishe ki me language ngat ki to ko pasang amagere so all these things ngele ndago ya ta si kita imo ko mu jola jola go to mu kita ruwa ya komanda so ngale na gere because I am also a board member of school age bari ngale ngale ku chanyoru kita yanga ni schools mu jola mala go ngale ke gere ko menge je ti ko sai aga jo ti mi je ga ko ngetin ma agi ko ko mu le ga ne jo ma go ngale ga bla go no la on ga menge ji listen to them ile ki how do you solve amungu na the best option na gere school you propose ngele ngenda in suggestion box ngenda ulinda bathymetry ngenda classroom so la tukulo lo sungu mi maliona ako im katara ko ndori pas ne gira ngale cha tukul ke so man imuji nyoru ko bit kita na ko ke sian ko mi box ni joto ko ga ko mongal yona ga ga ngele this direction me ko ba ise ge je ngene ngele so what is the solution lakini magige ni singe wokyo ke to nguna ke ga ga sle cha ma ge mai ke tu ke tunguji so I'm seeing it is possible Kenya. Mama te ke jaba in ingelo nget yangu na wa chumbe ko me ko sarge me te gura ne ko me te ko gasa me to sara ko ke gere ko ka jango lengo ke man no mama te ke emotional la ger wa ke lengo ke sukul ngere ke ba systematically kinam je jan ropta ki ko rektambe yanu that's for you what was their recommendation ki ga implement an goro ngoro ma ga implement an ki no an goro aga serious ki gilia then we move otherwise ke mwanga leke ya ngele ki walia aje ke ti ko bit laziness amuga ko busy parents ma ko nyeta am we nyal ta ko for je ki to out to survive la ko mi ko 3 months no naga 2 weeks na ko 3 weeks so ngi nu ko ga ko bu mwal mu nyela ko ni nyoro ga tang mwal ma la ko ni si te se ke jwa ma ko concentrate ni so all these things ingi tu ya to la ngalale mabetore mama te gair ta kuya ko ke ay go ke simplifier age mu responsibility na about ke gon age gon direction ko
ngai raminja engolin bo wasingisha go ek extensive ngala lego tinga kuma staga tukul nya loge ke gera go mese ego master ni bosigik kama remenja tiza ngabi nyoru lago chengap ki mutu boarding as early as grade 3 grade 4 uyangap kora kuma jetage kirogi la what stage olonya lokola kwet body yes angana mi beke chang jangap mi alage matune ke basang mi beke tinda bo ishone jangap ko kuma mi oreta ke mami chine bago mami chine metajen la gok chik so lakini uya maja ka debate siror eng bomet siror
kamu terus boga gambo
mge siror karibu
Opo bidana na wakano ko nyuru we to be so ke gera ko bakala di ton ko ti sa ti di ko gere we na le ti ke ta di di ko ka wo o ne ka ko do ka bo na da ti de wa ti ya ma o bi ti ya ma ko le ma ti do ta ti ga ti ti do ti ne le ko pur ta ka ma na ma gele we ko bi ko na ga nge de ti di jo gele we ti ton lo yo gele we lo Kong'et chito kole abra kobile di principal nendo. Ani nyongoguru nyogoger kasit netesetai. Abakach lagok tuwale tinge ak abakach lagok ay tuguk chemochoto. Number 2. Sukulishek chobe nangetou koyai kwa sasa inome growth. Imoti lo inde bomwa lo kele somo angwan. Tungakonap line kechobe chep boarding. Age tes marketing. Age marketing. Kumawutite sukulit kumawutite lakwet negi. Pana ngele kewara. Kana anyo kote rabe ni akote legirwo. Ena ngulo ngele bongo ni nyobi. For example, mwana wa yaduton. Ingele bara long poise. Ingele sukuli jana yepe yapta. Kulo je lo sukul dari nyuru de kulo yelda ke ko jwan. Ima yanto ko nyo sukul no na na ki tide. Oyuto. Ko ma na ki de ne jo ni sukul lo di job ke. Bala ji o en ba me ti jo no. Ki bo bi ji ne. Ele je ni ti ne to. Ai ne ka ma ko na ne dai. O ina ko na kurus na le ja ma chan. Lagi nyo ko te ne sa ti de to ni de ni. Ki tare na no ro. Nyo ko te sa ti de kulo ko ba ni ti ta ni bon dal. Boy na go ru ki na de ti ni de ti ba yito. O lo ko ji su. O bo ni ja ni ro ni gran na lo ke. Lo ka o go su lu. Ko ni to. So ko to ne na go no to. Ku na na sin ko ro. Iro ta ba problem.
Ngai siror angola bo met ngalali abot ya lein okay mut ma factual gel la wotul bo nagari shek mi mixed la go mi jono area mi jono sang mana gitcha mo gari komanda ge gere gitcha lu chang jaga manda ba sang la gene angana la sugut kare u national schools songot ko school na gore si wana national ko ba Kenya tugul so abot ya lein kama gitcha ngaliane bo kweta PTA ak board chair manganda mi sugulit nga bigir gele jin chairman jiji to yigera gi loke karga ji tak sugulit amu ngap so ko bu sugul ko mu ga gewir to le ko ite ji tak le ti amu tiza ko gela mu ine gitinyu do nge kwen
itinye gimnate
anani it kela amu bu Nairobi kele nge kwen so uya magat ke ger gora getep kele tos authority na check by shorne kwen not an officials ago mi sengo jine gure chairman amu na tene kuri sugul ngene mu ji gitinyo ko irani hinyoru in
time gora nana gaskele ko ile chairman ti the 20 years
maybe Triza kia
30 years
yes me te in we are just chairman again in high school for the I think it will be almost more than 15-20 years General Agustin Chiriot
okay
amuji tanigi nyoka reform kinyo ga new energy ingele bije jeshi sasa zingine jama ko ngai ta hotel assembly na ile yara ko ta ko yigere authority so mi te bi ketendoi kainet ne mata ko tare to kure sugulet kara gomnye so uyo in got ko ba ngetin ke kwejito oger the track record ai te tu chigere ko changies
elda chesop englimandala
chesop chita be ndalat kam ngombe elda
Jamge boas yamune boas kembo idatwa 3 je baje rorod. Ba so ye go utte tutet nagararan kapsa sigiro safety ne bolago kyo in boarding school. Neta goro gumo ni no bo bunge no go gille galle meje ke boarding schools. Kimeje somanet kwa barak mogoigi anes kwa ngoni somanet nebo kobendi lagok ga ako buone ko mogoigi wa barak somanet nebo en amejane board of management ki roman gele bi kebebo ako jamme somanet ako discipline jeget ngab gegbe ako chito beglen board of management tele ni rogo mi bago e mayek Lenee sigi ko kageji to no to iborjine logo nengwendi sukul go bo ne boyen amaje korra e teacher and principal no school ko ekito ne ka jamwal moinik ngab ko stile mwal moinik alak asmo ga se mwal moinik ko mie ne ba somo amu safety ne ba mat muy ko bi tinga electricity amaje ke job dormitory ko egin ki stokari in brisyogi atye ke jo kurgoti kangwan in idometri atye ko ma ke idometri boro bange te idometri cheflat atye ko discipline kapisa kerib discipline nebo lagok kabisa kenai kele kakaba sang yo kakabwa ine amui petrol singoji kan neibu petrol kongetege sang amamando sang lagok akot servant quarters chuboisie in school komeche kichunguzan akiche komie otherwise dire tugul ongesochi lagok kyok kelechi Mungu kotoretechi asikosoma lagok kyok eng oret nekararan kongoi kigurena Elda Jesop eng Ndalat Kamwombe
Kongo mising Elda Jesop eng olimbo Ndalat Kamwombe County noto nebo Nandi eng olimbo Mosop Nandi County kongo mising eng yo Food Policy Coalition Kenya kole jinen mi tetu kya jam kegure prepackaged food amitwogik chami gereng yo chekikinde mi chemi mkebe mi chekikere kakinde polythene akala kechang kyo tugul jago chakula jam kule mbejo ultra processed jam kilen processed food kuma jina jile une borto ngong chine ibaye family nengonge ne ibu chakula jaba family ko mi tukchu chajang jingap kemwa kelen tindo alage ngap kokonu myanwek cheboto diabetes cheboto cancer high blood pressure akalaga mone amutindo mi tindo sukaru kechang tindo chumbi ka mi tindo mwanik jam kilen unhealthy fat so chitul nege ala mi toge mbetu tabrani kibaje kilen mi tail label mi jam kilen well label kikisere nya kilen niko tindo chumbi ketya niko tindo sukaru ketya niko tindo mwanik echeune konote majarani ichikil chitukul kutoma chemido kibendi family nengonget ina ile une jam kilen packaged food ina kakimwa kile itinde boisiet yake tugul iro ile kikoje familia amitwogik chakilen chama tugunchu ngotin kele tindoi mwanik tindo sukaruk ana tindo chumbik chechang nito ko ngaliot neibun Food Policy Coalition Kenya wale soman kumnyerani in to tindo na mitwagichu ngitinde itibut age tugul kutingei ak Food Policy Coalition Kenya iwendi www.foodpolicy.ke noto www.foodpolicy.ke
Mrefu futi sita sigebendi nebo logoyega Emet
Mrefu
Kongoi mising Teresa, kongoi boss, amute tutten koi betutab raini. Netai asome eng kamining'etab kei korok, koetale asom toretet eng biikab chepkunoyo akobo chi nekile Twin Bartelol, boiyot neimyoni nemeche kewolchi kit nese. Kasome bichotok bakatalil weste. Kasome toretet kabisa tarik 7 nito kibendi amu chichotok kikomyan kenyisiek akomeche bikewolchi kit neistowai. Chito kwendi kila sipitali wiki kwendi konyil aeng ara kakisome keibi ab katalil chepkunoyo irong tugul kesom kele ongetuiyo tugul leye korobun kiptagit tarik 7 asiketoret achu tetutiet ameche amwa kongoi mising amu koib tetutiet akobo somanet akobo sukulishek chuchondet ameche amwa len ngalekab lagok choman boas ak Teresa konyolu koek musasi netai mwalimuiyot neng'ololjini lakwet amu chang saishek ak betusiek ak wikisiek ak kenyisiek cheteptoi chichoto lakwenyi nyolu kong'ololji lakwet kotungoite lakwet sukul ngobokokchini mwalimu ko inendet nerikchini lakwet kosir mwalimu amu chione anan ngorue lakwet sukul kong'ering ng'oroek chemi sukul lakwet kochang ng'oroek chemi gaa lakwet ako chang betusiek chetepsot musasi ak lakwenyi chito netai nenyolu kong'ololji lakwet ko musasi ako ngomuti lakwet sukul kongondonjinen mwalimuiyot lakwet musasi konyolu kokakeker kityong'on kong'ololji musasi ako mwalimuiyot ole teptoi lakwet ko ngot ko kami ole kakose lakwet ko makararan anan ngomi amitwogik chemaome lakwet konyolu keelesan mwalimu simakaron kekoch lakwet tuguk chemanyolu asikotoi komyan lakwet anan kokas lakwet koya kokere kuyo makiribe eng sukul kongoi mising boas ak Teresa maone ng'olionoto shini ameche awekwa kongoi mising amu nafasit
mising mrefu futi sita eng olimbo chepkuno kitu kiniate nebo nguni sinyeketesta batalwekab emet eng nwokindo cheitun kong'ete studio nebo Kass FM International.
Benkitab Stanbic Bank kokalenjin boiboiyet neite eng betutab rani anan nokilen today ke celebrateni ole kiyetunde en boisiet noto neyoe the growth nekikobit en ole imi mami kiy nekele chulat kemboi nokilen perfection yan mami chi nekelen perfect lazima komite koimutik chekibunu eng yo aseikutu ole mi kolenji Stanbic Bank nito ko nokilen a truly Kenyan brand nengen akokuitos biikab emetab Kenya komoche koker kole kikotoret icheket uchumi nebo emetab Kenya koboto kora nokilen social growth in 112 years, imagine. 112 years benki noto nebo Stanbic Bank kotuitos kotoreti biikab emetab Kenya koker kole koet uchumi. Kale your growth matters. Share your story. Keep growing. No matter where you are in your journey, Stanbic Bank is your partner.
Kiweksi engomatia kaineni ko Boas Kemboi.
Actually, Chiro Road.
Kimitei akobo inye ako kimita sikinetkei kibaibaitkei ak kinoisechigei tuguk cheterter chetesetai eng emetab Kenya ak emotinwek chebo sang. Inyorwech eng DSTV channel 266, Zuku channel 19, GoTV channel 099, Star Times channel 164, Pang eng free to air, Bamba free to air, Azam channel 336 koboto online streaming eng www.kasstv.co.ke.
Kotitinye ng'oliot age tugul kotinygei ak tetutik chok, sirwech sirutiet en oretab email konyo info@kassfm.co.ke anan ko SMS en namba 55552 anan ko 30552 ak imwawech kit neichome ak nemechome.
Kass TV, kimnotet.
Posten on Twitter, Insta ak inde Facebook. Kona ngwenduni kole impo wangu.
Tetutietab Lenee tesetai extra ko tetutiet nekibun mix moto moto played by one and only our baddest DJ Redmond.
Ole Serem.
Ibwate kora kole tetutietab Lenee tesetai koitun eng kila komut kasi eng Kass TV.
Posten on Twitter, Insta ak inde Facebook. Kona ngwenduni kole impo wangu.
Tetutietab Lenee tesetai extra ko tetutiet nekibun mix moto moto played by one and only our baddest DJ Redmond.
Ole Serem.
Ibwate kora kole eng kasarta age ketoche influencers, tiktokers, social media influencers ak chi age tugul nekose kotindoi talent ako meche kobartagei eng mashabik.
It become red flag. We was green flag and it did not help us with anything. Can we just
Ongetuye eng kila Jumamos eng Lenee tesetai extra omitaganendet Jacqueline Arusei akiwatile mix anan chenwagik ko moto moto chebutun one and only our baddest DJ. Get to you every Saturday in Kass TV.
Numerous cases of people falling asleep have been reported across the African continent. No one can explain this phenomenon.
With 24/7 FIFA World Cup coverage, sleep can wait. Everything can wait. Reconnect GoTV Yako for only 999 shillings today. Only on GoTV.
Haya! Kelejini mashabik chechoget kasta ibwati ingele komi tienwogik chukibo kenyu chilani kas kole kounio kasoki nemwoyo
Anjekab chuboit ko setemi sote ongigilge barnotik age mi sotoni tuguchu chokibo keny bo kamanut weleye batongo ngale tugukab chume.
Haya keteste nonio
Makale nana nyune nekikichomdosi
Angle chacham ko chang menoni
Kulwenyo dinire ne kolyelge kolbek tam koribe boisiet komwochi lagokwa
Kobara kemiten kilongu tienwogik alak chechute en Kass taibwati yani heshima ukuta kou noniso
Jamgateni lagokolele
Ego sanyi, anyingasit keba agewek. Meutien, kasta iwoti, heshima ukuta, mara moja. Jumatatu, agwegwa mood kasio, ak daktari, Stone, koitande sabi, Kass FM, amon kim notenae.
As the sun rises, so do we. As we trust it to rise and set without any worries interrupting your day. StarTimes Home Solar Solution with solar panels, hybrid inverter, and lithium battery. Powering your prosperity and happier life. Empowering you to do the things that really matter. A complete and reliable home solar solution. Call us today. StarTimes Solar. Power your life.
Kwenye Star Times, Bei Chini, Burudani Juu. Enjoy kids' entertainment, the best football, Hollywood movies, gripping dramas, and so much more at fantastic prices. Buy the aerial decoder at only 1,399 shillings and the dish decoder at only 2,499 shillings. Say yes to unmissable entertainment. Recharge your monthly subscription today and get upgraded to the next higher bouquet for 1 full month. And enjoy Teen Titans, Ben 10, and Pokemon Hunters on Cartoon Network. Gangs of Manila on ST Novella, and Come Back to Me on Novella E+. TNA Wrestling and Blockbuster Hollywood movies on TNT. Download the Star Times own app to enjoy unlimited entertainment on the go. Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
Longetab kabatik ko tetutiet netokchinigei konet ak konoisechi kabatik akobo boisionikab kabatisiet.
Kianam avocado ak ketik oeng chekikuren pwete.
Eng yu ko kinetigei akobo ortinwek chebo kasari chebo kabatisiet ak kit nenyolu koyai kabatindet asikonyor melekto neo.
One of the key aspects of doing anything when it comes to growing food is how healthy are our soils.
Kobun tetutienoto bo community of practice kotestai bengenata kosuldae kanetet koityi stakeholders tugul chebo kabatisiet eng counties chebo West Pokot, Trans Nzoia County, Uasin Gishu County ak Elgeyo Marakwet County akobo kamanutienoto bo ripsetab ng'ung'unyek eng program nenaat ko Economics of Ecosystems and Biodiversity.
Ngetuiye kila kwang'wan kasi eng tetutietab longetab kabatik kong'ete sait agenge ak kebeberyat nebo koskoling eng Kass TV asikinetkei chechang. Aibun ane Bernard Tanwe.
Silosu kila Jumatatu agoi komut kasi otochin asikobit kenyoru tienwogik chotok cheiberurech.
Mountain Jehovah, Sabiruten Israel,
tienwogik chelelachen.
Tinye Jeiso tuguk chechang. Sominende sigogoni, mogoriot kiptayanden yo, mogoriot nebo mogo.
Tienwogik chebo kwaya. Tiendo neisomchinige. Tiendab TBT. Chutak tugul inyoru eng tetutiet nebo ilosu sikekas kong'ololwech Jehova kobun tienwogik. Ane Lenee Kemboi Emet. Kass FM.
Yes, so we have a lot of automation going on in our farm, and it makes the work easier. So you automate the water, you put these pipes that you are seeing, it has a nipple, so the rabbit will press on the nipple and drink the water on demand. So they will say that sungura ni wajanja, so they will learn quickly from their own parents. And if a rabbit has never used it before, you just press it and feed it with water, so it will become like a bowl full of water. And as it drinks for the first day, automatically to press the nipple and more water will feed in. So that is how they automatically learn to use them. So we have that. Then we have also we invented what we call a rabbit hay rack. You'll be able to see it so that you can put hay there instead of putting it on the floor and they step on it. So that was our own sort of invention to solve our problem of feeding the hay. You can also use it for feeding the greens. You stack it there and they'll be pulling from the grills. So that makes work easier. So even to look after the 1,000 rabbits, they only need one person to look after because of that automation. So that shows you how easy the work of looking after rabbits becomes with all that kind of automation going on. I would tell them to keep rabbits, but also take them to the market. Because if the moment you come together, you have more power and more abilities together, working together. So the greatest challenge when it comes to the rabbit industry is it is very easy to produce and they multiply very quickly. Starting with a pair of rabbits in January, by December we may be having almost 100 from only 2 rabbits. So the work of rabbits is not production. The work of rabbits is selling. Because like we said, it is a new industry, it's an emerging industry, and we have a lot of producers and very not matching consumption. So I would tell the people that come together to come together, but also to start from the market front, going backwards. I've seen groups where, I think it was in Nyahururu or Nakuru or somewhere, when they came together to work with the rabbit venture, they started by opening a butchery. Okay, so they will have the butchery that sells the usual beef, the usual chicken and goats, but also rabbits is there. So that butchery becomes known. As we buy beef there, you can also find rabbits there. So that's their marketing front. And because people eat beef on a daily, the moment people are buying the beef every day, it is also paying the rent for the butchery. So it makes it easy for them to not be strained as they market their meat, as they don't sell it every day, to say that they will be in some sort of financial stress. So it becomes a marketing front. As the rabbits grow up, then they will be putting 1 or 2 rabbits there every day, and people will be knowing that that particular butchery sells rabbit meat. And it reached a point, and from what they were saying, they're even selling about 5 rabbits per day. That's a huge operation. In our farm, we sell about 200 per month. So if you divide that by 30, is about how many? Is it 6? So it's those are a group of farmers who are producing up to 1,000 rabbits. And you find that the people that are succeeding in that space, they don't even have to talk about it. That's why I said, again, we don't hear so much of them, because for them, they have already found a solution for themselves. So they produce and they have an outlet. So why should they advertise to everybody? And the production they have is being matched with the selling facility that they have. So that would be my advice. Produce, but with where you are going to sell being in part of your plan. Challenge is if you are starting the production and you don't have a training of how to feed rabbits in dry feeds, how to synchronize their breeding so that you make sure you always have supplies back to back and all that, you have a challenge in production. You may have even some rabbits dying if you don't know how to feed them. So we should advise people, if you want to keep rabbits at a commercial level, you visit an established farm like ourselves. You also do train farmers so that you get trained. It's a small investment compared to the kind of trial and error efforts you can make for very many years to come to learn on your own. And someone else has been that journey and they have made the mistakes that you are trying to make again on your end. So my advice is get trained first so that you know what portions of feeds do I need to give, what times do I need to give it, what quantities, do we need any medications for rabbits and all that. So that when you have that information, then you approach the work as a professional. You know, as usually they say, people approach the work of rabbits with what I call juvenile simplicity. That means juvenile is associated with children. So they simplify the work of rabbits as being very simple. It's a venture of small children, the way it is being culturalized in our society. So I would say it's not an adventure for small boys. Try keep 1,000 rabbits like ourselves and tell me how easy it is if you've not been trained on how to do it. And try not to automate and you're keeping 1,000 rabbits and tell me how easy it is to watch 300 bowls like utensils in the kitchen every day. So even your cost of production will go high. So you need a training so that you know what we call the best practices. The best practices include the best housing you can get, the best feeds you can get, the best breeds you can get, and the best farm manager that you can get. Because you can have all the good facilities, but then you employ a small boy from the village who has never gone even through formal education and doesn't know how to measure or to weigh a rabbit and all that. Then you'll be having a very huge gap because it is a person you have entrusted to manage all the factors of your investment. So that would be my advice. We encourage people to travel. We do conduct trainings every other Saturday of the month, and we actually have a training coming Saturday. So we advocate, because right now we do not have farms all over the country. Of course, we have a few farmers here and there. but they don't have yet the facility or the skill that we have that can facilitate a training, we encourage people to travel here. Where there is a will, there is a way. If you want to learn, then you just come and rent a cheap hotel. If you're coming, we have people traveling from Siaya, we have people come from Uganda, we have people come even from the United States to learn. We have people coming from Malindi and Mombasa. So travel from wherever you can. It's only a one-day training, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And the training will help you for the rest of your production life. It's a 6 years experience accumulated in an intense day of training, and they also get to know how to slaughter a rabbit, how to eat. They also eat rabbit meat on the same day, and it is part of encouraging, the people to know how to do it properly. So we train people, but if you are a group of 10 farmers or more, we can travel to where you are. That one becomes a bit easier. If you are a group of maybe women or youth or men somewhere, and you are more than 10, we can volunteer to transport some of our training facilities to where you are, and then we can come and train you from there. But if you are an individual, we encourage you to come. If you have to travel one day before, find a hotel nearby and then report to class, it is for your own good. Just come. Yes. I usually say that we do have, of course, we have a lot of online resources. We teach a lot on our social medias, handles on Rabbit Crew Kenya, YouTube, TikTok, wherever. And that's a lot of free tips. But now bringing in that whole knowledge into one package of A to Z, we also written a small book for the rabbit production. We say that the art of farming is physical. You have to do the work physically. Even if you learn online, when you start doing your farming, you can't do it over the phone. You have to do it physically. So we may consider, condensing that training into an online course. That is also in the offering. But if able, there's that touch and feel of the actual rabbit themselves that will help you, the practical bits of the training, you'll be able to get them better if you're able to visit the farm. But we also make an online course for the people that want to learn online, well and good. That may help them to make a decision. Then from there, they maybe visit the farm when they have made that decision. So in the future, we'll have a formal training that is structured in an online portal. We do have our website, so we are planning on that. The effects, actually, rabbits are being championed. I've worked with the climate smart looking organizations this year. And the advantage of the rabbit compared, for example, to beef production, there's what we call feed to meat conversion ratio. In livestock like cattle, it's about 18 to 20%. That means if you give a cow 1 kg of feeds, it will give you about 0.18 or about 0.2. That conversion, of weight gain. When it comes to the broilers, they are the highest converters, the chicken, so it will give you about 50%. That is why if you give a broiler chicken 1 kg of feed over whichever period it is that it has been fed the 1 kg, it will give you half a kg of meat. The rabbit is just below the broiler chicken, and it will give you about 0.25 to 0.33. That's very high. 0.33 on the higher side is almost doubling what a cow converts. So that means we need to feed rabbits less compared to how we feed cows. Rabbits also will not be able to pass gas. We hear concerns, kuna methane gas ya ng'ombe, there are vaccinations against that going on. Actually, if a rabbit has a problem with the stomach, it just swells. Inaitangwa bloating. It swells and then it will die. So you need to be protective of giving the wrong feeds. That shows you the rabbit will not be giving the emissions that we're talking about. Maybe after the fact of the droppings have come out and all that, but there's a way to manage. The manure is part of your farming anyway. So I would say that rabbits are fit. Right now we have decreasing large parcels. Right now we are talking about 50 by 100. The 1,000 rabbits you're seeing here, you can keep them in a 50 by 100 plot where you have a car parking lot and a 3-bedroom house and small structures in the compound. So that shows you that you can incorporate rabbit farming as part of urban ventures, so that as people get less land or even less water sources or feed sources, then rabbits become very much easier to keep. Okay, so that in those aspects, then rabbits will give you an advantage over the larger livestock. And again, with climate change, you're talking about droughts. Cows have to walk very long stretches of land to get their feeds and water.
Kimitei akobo inye ako kimita sikinetkei kibaibaitgei ak kinoisechigei tuguk cheterter chetesetai eng emetab Kenya ak emotinwek chebo sang. Inyorwech eng DSTV channel 266, Zuku channel 19, GoTV channel 099, Star Times channel 164, Pang eng free to air, Bamba free to air, Azam channel 336 koboto online streaming eng www.kasstv.co.ke.
Kotitinye ng'oliot age tugul kotinygei ak tetutik chok, sirwech sirutiet en oretab email konyo info@kassfm.co.ke anan ko SMS en namba 55552 anan ko 30552 ak imwawech kit neichome ak nemechome.
Kass TV, kimnotet naet.
Kemboy amun ndegere nye kinata ndegere chito nekachabaita ko kinata ko Elian yon itinye utu chito
ako ityem isoru korok
isoru korok si ingololen tugun alak o madrot menge chichoto lakini mi chito nerwenyu ilal kibiritit malal kibiritit neta ilal nebo oeng ak ilabat ak iker kurget ile simamong bichu.
It was so sad.
Among kemwoe inole kikalya lagochu malal kibiritit ako ngeloju sikurwaye kot. You know, sikoriskele nekatyeme kosores.
Yes.
Lago. Lakini ilal kibiritit komi chito nerwenyoto.
Lakini ile chito nengewach ko takane time sikonget.
Sikonget machi tugul is nekosa haraka, machi tugul nemuchi o lagok chemengi between 13, 14 years, 15 years. So ne nyolu keyai.
Noton nekitebe komasta nebo conference komasta noton nebo yes conference akisirweje eng WhatsApp kora 0747 1060 0747 1060 SMS number ko 3055 SMS number ko 30552 ikatin MC Manu wa TK. Yes, ikatin kabisa ngolimba tindiret kale good morning boss kale mi committee nebo ngani tarete nebo family nebo jine gure Mr John Kimayo Chiruyot po ulinbo po komasta nebo yes Paulimbo Maraba. Paulimbo Maraba location ng Bukwa eng Tindret kale mi ibwati ba siya min an incident uri garo rogaita ako put kota genge nebo jeje ko kala ko pangan pick up ko kwet arambe negitore tegir rogaita ako putte got jeget engyo so function not again eng Jumapili ke arambe Jumapili tarik tisap engolin bo Kamungay enga limba Kamungay kongete site sin babet kalo yonge tar ngomiseng MC Manu wa tike kale committee ko leje nako yonge taret family in bo the late Mr. John Kimayo Chiruyot gore Simba nebo limbo Maraba eng olimbo Tindret kalo ye kale katach pik tugul katach kando kiba Tindret kale mitay kagote mheshimiwa kagote John Atireito mheshimiwa Julius Meli Peter Lele bito tugul kalo ye takatin tugul ketaret family ni eng olimbo Maraba ne kale punenye kisenda kabisa ligel ngel got baret ko tago samen nya kabisa ngomiseng MC Manu Watike kale ongetaret family in eng olimbo Kibukwa eng Tindret.
Sige bendi ko masana sa conference ko gimegi tugelegu ko tilegi tugelegu ak noglene healthy gums mununonik nani kasi denlengo ngone gitu mununonik kwa matinye gimnatet nato yame kelegu so geri lege baisen Colgate ako tinye ran ile Colgate Herbal ko imwagele boas kumite ile Colgate
Herbal yes.
Inye baisen
Herbal yes. Na tenda ne green ne Herbal uginda ne green taban ko.
Yes. Na kapsa uin kigebutu nje.
Yes, kiginda un kenu tukun je usage. Kengese ko tsina ile niko Herbal.
Ko nature yani gigichenga tu eucalyptus kecheng ginger geliagenga aginde unanyo ngogircho noto.
Ako mitafauti ngibaishe Herbal ak ninter.
Yes.
Yes, ikas tofauti kabisa.
Ako kikichop kele noni ngotimache kolelakitu kele ngotimache kotilekitu kele ko tukun ko kororon inyoru kityo eng duget nimite karibu akinye itebe kityo Colgate mite Colgate Herbal Colgate Charcoal nito kabisa kile gently clean itilile kelek kabisa imuch kikowalak kelek tienge amitwogik choto chekiyam ko kikowalak kelek iboisien noto nebo Colgate charcoal mite tuget itebe kityengyo komi biik chekonyorchigei zawadi en betutab amut tokor baadaye kora komi chi nemuche kwendi ka a gift hamper so mangen ale iboisien ainon en ka kongunget tugul boisien ainon lagokuk ngomi lakweng'ung sugul ko kikialja ino kingwendi sugul tagit ko ingele Colgate is ko brand ne inegen
yes
mami age nonga ngeten kinome nikose itile Colgate so boiboen jirani irib kong'ung iboisien Colgate
okay
all right kegas yes Reverend
Moses Sum Reverend
praise the Lord Reverend praise God
amen Reverend karibu
God is good
all the time
kinyoru gari na mai sate sana kakijor nebo jorwen nyon kainetab Jesu
amen
kinome gari na akenome komi komie ako ngotorte Jehova muin asikoribok tugukab biik mabitu chorset atkan akoi ng'alekab sukul komeche comprehensive responsibility comprehensive in a way netinye sigindet tinye mwalimu tinye community matkeblamen teachers kokabit ng'ala cheu cho amu what I have come to realize through experience I was a chaplain in some school for 6 years just imagine 6 years kotos mamwae kiman nekosokse ameche amwa ale matkeisto boarding school amu sigik chechang ko kikoro boarding school komi hospitality no amu loen sigik alake mi bitonin komi boisionik maya sine amu ara makiwek sukul en gaa ake lakini ngameche kiosom serikali tuguk somok kero kikilen 100% what
transition
no kilen in 100% yeah transition very wrong makwae kasit biik chekekure in quality assurance officers akwame mshahara as komie ako ngot komi area ne sensitive ko asame principal tugul kiamwae besho ameche kochorgei en ofisit nanyi akwa akot ndasanane nebo kemboi kosungukan ana ale nguno kikokilgei in policy nekikomwa serikali anan kiamwa kap education kele principal tugul asa chebo boarding schools kurwe sukul unless kotokomi nerekeani masaurinyi lakini kamamiyot kameche kityamwa ale magisto boarding school amu ngobit problem kero ngwam muriatin bandeng choke makibele choke nebo aeng ngoil mukanget mamushe nebo kekwai kameche kityo ale mi ulekevu neo kuyo komwa biikab kubet talo koba kubet komwa ukweli kabisa cho ker korok kolal en sukulit nemi ka police katikati yo nebo utumishi mekere ile koisulda nomwoe sirutik kolenen makiribe kot ngot ko marib Jehova nganaset kobuche ribsei kameche ale kiiku kakomang'at kero information age ni watari mako kolalinye nindo ongeribas chun mabit spirit nesamis tabu lagok information age jame simeti jame mama nenyi meche kole takibaka meche kole takiachine to kimwae ne lakini onge tonon keker kong'yeitwok cheuchu in community tabuchi ongie sukulishek cho nakataki abolishenin kele ngoyamin boarding school ro onge techu resolve yet yu simakebendi Nairobi ano yet ara kele kabisa boys inege ano kongoi
missing Reverend Moses Sum
Nandi kwandap chebwagen
eng Chebango
yes karibu spika karibu goma kimi on dirisha chepta kap kiroro gogo tongara gumi go karibu amun karibu sudna en karo go lege ngalal ngalega roboti bunne ngalega sugulise ma uo le go de go shi bo hafi tituli be sugulu ne ngo gege le ruzo ito la ka de tu porque ni mura una que me va a saber sugulu ne que tengo re ni ava ba le juri ni bo go nyone ano ye chide le tetto la o ye no le ko yi ko ge ngala te en casa de ngale tu go ma te di net ti yo no aso ko ti to me ge tu bu ko ro yi se sugulu Ro tu mi shi ni ta ko ran mo. Wa ma su ku kana ko ke ko de su ni so para de ka sa su ni che dai de sai ta ko ni tu ju ko mambo ko se ko sarge na ko. Ora ne ko ni ange de na mi ha mo so le ji ko gurge kwa ngenge. Ko de so mi ga kya ti ro una. Sin tambore che ne che sa ro ko ma sa una se. E ngala ko ke tare ni ro na. Ko ende da ver mai mi sta in foto scura mu ki do tare che kan le voto scura na o ki ko mangune ko più ngo lo amate di che un sa la ko mu ni uba de la si ni ga mu si ni ko ma ben ti ko ita su la to ko le di la ko ni ya uno le pa no ko ya ki mu te la ko le ka ko su ko ba I go si su ne ta ko ko da tu a ne ti sai je che tangu che la ko ta ko che tu ti va di ni na aba ga ga si gi ni ba ta yo am tu sai na tan amu ko mu ti la ko ke go ta wi ra ma na la ko ta si a le di la ko ni ni ta ni me ni de ai tu ki a ke su ne a vi ni va mu tu ni no so ma ni ra du che ti ni an ta ronde si ni to ko to ni le ti son te ni ma God bless
sing kondak che wagan engolin bo met yes
county arab kilach
arab kilach elo itu
Kukasa komye un katawag mo kido ba buat yan lago kas komye.
Ay asin komye.
Pas kongkoy Teresa kongkoy puas. Nafas no gogo man pitu ta frane anagote tutete. Man ko ri man nya sutek chogo pet musugu di shekcho. Ko ka kemo tige pitu ta frane gele. Tos kilionin ta ko. Tos yan kemo tige kerenta sama tu ko pet kilione. Kama tige toge tune goroka. Ingat sama na ko tache ke sumantosi kungkun ki to ne wa sa se to ke ki tangko ne te ko le ki pen de gun ki te gun ki ke me to chi la ko ko query amungu ne ka to mo bi te chango le ki ko pen ngale ka digital ngale ka simation ngale ka laptops ne ke re le ko put ka sa la ko ningat la ko si me ta ko sir musa se kuma te ke ngol chi la ko ngore na karara Kito ko min Teresa kwa samane ke jam ke ben tigeru to chine lago pa ko ne akame ko ben ko sukul ab ko chuta ko dometris lakini sukul suki ko yeng ke sukul se kalak ma ko na ko tigeru to chi lago kama te ke samali ko yong ke ngolo chi lago number 2 ama jawa serikali inga tile chi jam ke den ko boget krok to ko bom jam to tom korofi kanya ma git ko boget Inga tine kubuget fora ke la lanchi to ngore na kararan ake la lan ku muta takwan sawa kama te to ale serikali ti go we kubuget de ba mwisho ama te ke ngolol ti ke to ko lanyon ke le yo kan le la kwe sa se to ko guni sa ko le la kwe ta genge kimi to jinu musa si ne ke kanya me nang tiro la kwe ka window ten senda yo ko gul se garong nyo ko chut pai se kalak tulung nyo kalyan magingolol chi lako ka teket kama wasasi amu atinya lako etrani itinya Teresa itinya puas ko kira lako ne manungungi amu ne mete connection autor wo gitu takku ne gitu Teresa puas kau kama te gitu som gitu ku ne da en kido nususa enu da nusuda ke ka ko ye me tu ka te ke ka chor te ke bagap siput abu ati le puas ke ka mai so besho Oye ki nyor to ka puas ko mo ki nyor to ka che ki ka chon put to ka garbu tamana ke ak ne ka garbu 15 ako nye ke chungko san ko po kat ka yan po chirani pitoto so ka som kityo family ka som ka ko ta che ka to nan che tukul oye mi tu yet no ni ki ngolo lingap che put yo pom naro Som gitu je tukul kapsa konget ke won fa konget ke flag no tu kira no tukul lago je kongon wong ke pep ke ngalal ka ko ke na bicoto da ke ngalal ko fit solution na ka tukul
okay konge missing korom tiza mamin korom ni nyoro jori keloe
Kele ne nyeketino magas biik chemi
korom inyoru chorindet nelo. Amu chito ko ai survey chito. Makoi kasre kele
Ingen movement is nebo
ingen kora kole miano tuga. Ako ngen korik chemi tuga. Ano le mi seset. Ano le korom seset. Une security. So kaik target nguna mo mara kero kole biik chemi urgat ko mara ko chepyosok mising anan ko loen korik chebo biik che mara ko so chorik
makosa. Tegla chepkwony eng Cheptabach.
Tekla eng Cheptabach.
Mamos asama ngi aja an sukuna abando sukuna alon gitu ya sion kan melewa dari sendiri menyani na itu kohlega imu tu kan nyanda itu itu
yeah agere tekla kama iko ime network ichegin
network ngunga tekla ko ma kararan ne tabadale Richard Cheruyot
Jamge Trisa kwa so mno.
Jamge Richard karibu.
Ngo yisime barana. Kegero. Ko ben ko ma yirge ni dio. So Trisa agere legi ni da bu checha. Mi singin ne jenyo ko ya ngo siji. Siji ne. So nda mu ko sa Tato mteji tajonge. Kunya lo kalal siji. Sukor sukule la kwet. Sukor na siji de ko ini. Tabu to yu. Tabu asa.
Okay, jamme chagere gammat ko bertet kitagin network mastane nyanat kan kadega yes checking ringen ke chiglo mastane ba conference asake wega nyanya ke tastage kaskeletos ilene mangana to sine mastane natane ba simet mbikimite simet mangana le unega mastane natane ba simet ke kaskeletos ngane miteyo Kass FM alo. Okay, Kass FM alo.
Arab ke boy Trisa jamgai
Amgai ken pembe jita be tibiswet. Jama ke pembe karibu.
Ya jama ya ke ken pembe. Ba kongo de jawra si ba. Amara rang lain ne.
Okay, agernya.
Ager chang messages to me WhatsApp la tugul.
Yeah, so ya tugul ge chekili ko mastane bo conference engyo appeared kosgay metodim bo koram kele good morning boss kele gongoy eng program na barani kele maga tango meta complaints ang wanafunzi ke goschi gumat ke kele mat ke gong miseng lago kele nge gosigita ni moy kongo miseng engya build ko gay engodim bo koram engodim bo area kele the role of the community in preventing school arson kele school arson kele jam gogoro miseng engyo kele yes kele counseling na wanafunzi engyo kele ko maana kabisa kele jamii kutenda bara ina natanagara ranga kabisa ne bagora kulega chegel natok nebo somok kogele kutatua sababu kele the root causes chebo ngalega ason eng sugulishek ko miseng engyo message negesurunya gere yes keser ko goit kren ko miseng eng message negesurunya pol chebungo ngolimba wala sos cheptuingen kele kasagum nyeka besa ko miseng engya pol chebungo ngolimba le social resort ngolimba le sos junction ko gela nyeka set loud and clear
so tugul kele na kongoi amazing.
Yes.
Food policy?
Yes. Food Policy Coalition Kenya. Food Policy Coalition Kenya ko moy gole jina nenga satana tana uno ko chama ito akya gure prepackaged food. Chana mi alde mi. Lazima ije tunje u biscuits mo je tunje u ne tunje ke grat. Engyo. To kya tugul jage maje ni mi alaga je tindoi sukaro ke tindoi chumbi ke tindoi chocolate unhealthy fats. Jemite enga mi to no tene maje ke jindane ki ko testa wa ngam ne ke boto diabetes ne bo cancer high blood pressure. Aga lagen Kenya ko chang mi ne ma ke le 39%. nebo biik chekibeti en Kenya kokotinygei ak mionwek cheu chonon related ak ng'alekab cancer, related ak ng'alekab blood pressure ak diabetes chekonu ng'alekab sukaruk, chumbik ak ng'alekab mwanik. Noto amune ngele 39% kakilechin biik 4 en 10. Yes, biik 4 en 10. Ngibet biik 10 ko 4 ko related ak ng'alekab cancer, ng'alekab diabetes ak ng'alekab sukaruk kibu chokilen unhealthy foods. Noto nakamwaun Food Policy Coalition Kenya kolechin kimache ngiam amitwogik ingen. Kikyai mekeni kikuren labeling.
Yes.
Tindoi kartasit nekinde barak yo ingredients kele tindoi ni, tindoi chumbik, tindoi sukaruk, tindoi ne ako mi percentage. Mine kisir kele ni kotindoi milligrams ata, ni kotindoi grams ata. Kono to menes maji kile chikil komnya amitwogik chekayamchi missing ko chekealchi familia. Mi biik chingen kole families jagat kotindoi diabetes.
Yes.
Amu diabetes ko mwaat kele it's on the cham kelen genetic. Cham kele yen chito ngot kotindoi sikik kokiripkei. Ngot kotindoi pressure sikik kokiripkei eng yo ko ngotingin le family ngwanget ko mitei ng'alekab blood pressure anan ko diabetes ko amitwogik chekemei konyoru amitwogik chotok che kororonen chematindoi chumbik chechang anan ko sukaruk chechang ako kikisir eng yo label komie kabisa eng kito nekeal eng yo. Kalechin Food Policy Coalition Kenya nai komie ile tindoi amitwogik chu chekeal eng kasarta age tugul. Nitok ng'olyon ibun Food Policy Coalition Kenya imuch iwe kityo www.foodpolicy.ke noto ko www.foodpolicy.ke. Yes.
Emwa kora kele kelek ko bo komonut irib.
Yes.
Taban nebo arubunon inye kemboi. Ko simebet kelek.
Yes.
Nenyosin
ingen ile arubut ko kilechin rib chito age. Lakini usafi nebo kelek ngap makase chito age.
Hapana.
Yes.
Mami betut kemboi nekose arubut neya en kutit amekas inyinde.
Kasarwek chechang ko makase chito. Kikase sile ngap kwa chito nekawo ko akakas kole ngumi akase kinu mafuta taa ingo. Lakini after a few minutes
So chito kinaita. Oh.
Yes. So sana afya nebo kelek ko nengunginya amu makat itindoi kelek. Lakini nabo harufut ko ngap kemuitaun kidogo. Lakini nin boin nabo ngalekab konunia kelek koyakitu kelek kochunda kelek ko inye affected amu mayamishe komye mi chakula chemayame ngap kole maamen amu kelek. Lakini so ribkei ak iribet kora.
Siten Colgate.
Yes.
Kelek amun bokoche kelek kotililen nebo aeng koribun mununonik. Nebo komonut kabisa kotoretin inyendet simiten is eng
simi komye eng afya nekararan.
Simi en nakile nyikanatet neimuche ing'alal ameiywei. So iboisien Colgate, miten Colgate Herbal, miten Colgate Charcoal, ial agenge eng yo ko nengung anan nebo kong'ung tugul. Ketiem koto kakochulake komosta noto nebo conference Richard Cheruyot.
Une ya Richard. Uya Tomo. Nebo Richard Cheruyot. Chemjitage. Chemunyan eng Narok.
Yep. Onyoru.
Yes, Chemunyan.
Yes, okasam.
Kikasin testai maya ya Chemunyan.
Kongo no yor kabe gi. Ogo el Europe tan na tago pia magot.
Okay. Agere uya Tom. Yes, miko master nyo shida. Ujamwe kitu kitokea sa ngeringen ke chikilo master natin ba conference as keweka nyo ke testake gaskele Lenee eng petune rane keweksei eng komatya.
Lenee Emet obicho. Big up Fernandinho. Big up Putinho.
Kimitei akobo inye ako kimita sikinetkei kibaibaitgei ak kinoisechigei tuguk cheterter chetesetai eng emetab Kenya ak emotinwek chebo sang. Inyorwech eng DSTV channel 266, Zuku channel 19, GoTV channel 099, Star Times channel 164, Pang eng free to air, Bamba free to air, Azam channel 336 koboto online streaming eng www.kasstv.co.ke.
Kotitinye ng'oliot age tugul kotinygei ak tetutik chok, sirwech sirutiet en oretab email konyo info@kassfm.co.ke anan ko SMS en namba 55552 anan ko 30552 ak imwawech kit neichome ak nemechome.
Kass TV, kimnotet.
Posteno Twitter, Insta aginde Facebook. Kona ingwenduni kole impo wangu.
Tetutietab Lenee tesetai extra. Ko tetutiet nekibun mix moto moto played by one and only our baddest DJ Redmond.
Redmond, Ole Serem.
Watu kora kole enga sartage ketoje influencers, tiktokers, social media influencers ak cheke tugul nekose kotindo talent ako meje kobartage eng mashabik.
Can become red flag. We were green flag and it did not help us with anything. Can we just
Ongetuye engila Jumamos eng Lenee tesetai extra omitaganende Jacqueline Arusei. Akiwatile mix anan chenwage ko moto moto chebutun one and only our baddest DJ. Get to you every Saturday in Kass TV.
Numerous cases of people falling asleep have been reported across the African continent. No one can explain this phenomenon.
With 24/7 FIFA World Cup coverage, sleep can wait. Everything can wait. Reconnect GoTV Yako for only 999 shillings today. Only on GoTV.
Haya. Kelejini mashabik chechoget kasta ibwati ingele komiti enwogi chukibo kenyu chilani kaskolei kounio kasoki nemwoyo
Anyigekab chuboit kus
Lenee Emet Obicho. Big up Orlando, big up Putindo.
Tekla.
Oga
Kasin, Tekla, destai.
Pero malo, porque tú tienes una brisa, bueno, así que la vez la voy a decirle más y crédito. Y la malo, que es estilo, pero luego el largo que va a decir de este cobra, pongo a mi pegar a mi comida. No te sacará las muchas porque no ahora no se ve acá no. No dicen, porque cuando están leyendo la cosa de mí. Cogen tu misma, hago ver si quieres que se vuelve a la voz que le puede dar a mí. Cogine la voz de a mí de todo. Y cada uno me la parece, le dice a trabajar en comida, está sucia o le dice, no hay así, está todo el paso de a mí, le ni ahí le coge, ni la boba, y yo te digo que mucha gente, no te la voz que hace en verano, se puede que va a ser ahí. Con tu cabello y te la voz, y de esta año que se hace en la boba, hago la naveta, pero la viste, sabe nada de la mujer de está, de la que está en la vista, de su vida. Ahora malo para ir. Estamos a tratar de ingresar con alguien. Y ahora antes, ya me leva, que sabe que manda los libros de mi niña se está en la casa, a ver si no un día va a andar. Pues acá me se van a ir, ya estaba haciendo más planes que venía, hablando de esto, que se me va a dar, pero dice que ahora que me le hace, y arranca el pibe, y lo van a decir, a mí me cuenta a mí, pero es muy leal, es más, vamos a visitarlo ahí.
Tegla. Chip Kwany. Patrice Yago.
Patrice, jitab chipterit.
Jamge was actrice woman. Ang going na fast na raw na rain. Aron na ni Alena Mashishi. Get to see you game mo adi mo rabarap talam babeta Mary. Mama na bagay indag ni ameta bawatin sila bawatin Joan. Pas alay na daw ta malain. Kiko bit kamotet ng alaga school so mo yung mga teamwork dito ngete musasi walimu committee ako'y bot ko bito sa Elias yan minsan ng siguro mo ma-teamwork pa dyan dahil timen ito ngete ang kay plat ko bagaya ka bagawa ka tinamita ka kaya iwasa sa nagijam kayo lagi niya boss Risa mo gijam gaya sa siguro kung gano'n social apa tu tahun gula vendi. Ako na si retogol ko waran na fase no mi singo ginalo ko lago tiso ajen. Amoy inga nila setan e wakate ne ko ne ko na setan ne ko kanyo kara ko pondo je lago. Ni
amache wala yanda la ngala kanisa ko misugul amun ngani le mi je ko bwa aga gi bwa pa iso na setan wara so ba sugul ise ko jota te maja gi jungu san sugul samun ngot kami vai mo te jota ko mu jo wasa bisan sugul wanga mak awala ngo ngeringen ko maja ge ger ngala jata amate wara go egin be responsible sugul ka ngate ko bangalyota ko sugan principles magelo office magele ge gerin gele kayo anani ge te ge wanitin no sungukan ay kasi na nyon chinen iger en classes iger en sai shegi awa principal go na sugul gila wakati na balek amaje go security ma jami sing amaje gin dem work sing sugul se temi tv kuruya matron skila ko na ay ngun dem work sing gila to maga to gol kuru matron ko na itage kurwa ko na itage go no ta jaba murenik anana ko jaba murenik go mujo kai ga jata ba mu ko ye ke jata ba ta go mi te trisho ang nang ne agni jaba tv jama to gori bagis ni senga mo ga senwa Katul lang tungul kailan ko tarik di Hong Kenya o tarik lang na Kenya. Kung keso aja ni lago mandoy agirik so itu ga keso aja ni. Awan sila tungul gua jadi itu lakuen ni maka tena kaite kumwa jangan lihat. Aku gue ini kara ko amis lakuen ni. Lo tena lagi orang ngot kai tim mang dong no. Tu tenda ko follow katika maisha ya watu itu. Kung gue sih beru ro.
Kongai meseng ita ber konur ter olimba chip terit.
Shikuku en Baringo.
Shikuku en Baringo.
Yo mune. Bas kongoi mo nawasi nongi gunon. Kakago tabe mlain ta kabisa kongoi. Walio de no me chamnga boas. Mo me changa le chugele de sigi. Keme chegele sigi. Amo ye to logu cho sogol. Kela logu sogol chiga ya chege to msugulo. Aku bol dom kila sugul. So misigi ko ta ki ya tumenga tungolon jilagu aku mitan ko ka sanging semua gele ndai me ke ngolon jilagu nda gi tume me ke tume guruk ta ka besa aku pibili aku mo ko le maje ke logu guruk ta ya karoge tu wa je ke bembere sa logu iguli maya bembere sa ne kita ta besa tu ko ga yai ye me che sinai ugi bokjoi age ke le gitte sas veklo ujo ubuk ta sigi kumaga polis arane no ke to gum CCTV aranga lek so ji ti ni ga sa kwei ti ni ga ke le sugu mutinya no na le te sita na manaio me jange chomam goro ka sa awe ro ke to na ko sigi bo ko yo lo bo ki chini inge ta che yele ko no ma che ka sa Gengen gale sigin bulan ni kuma so. Yes. So ge meche ko dai ki yo an si abile kelda chibis ko ge ne logu ba ga ba no kuma so. So ko no me ja lingo ko ngui ka sa.
Sing. Engya.
Shikuku.
Joel Kogo in Nandi County Joel.
Drika Jeroro tagin apa agarap timbo. Còn coi missing, người ta là coi con cờ cũng như, coi có mama nào có sổ mà nè, coi anh ấy ra có mặt có đi ngang tu tịch bị cô, cả mà cái đấy có missing, cái tiền gì có cái nhân đâu có nghe thế, cái nhà có cái tờ group đó, iya cái nhà cái số mani, bữa sinh su đi xịt gặp số liên quan là group đó gặp gì mồm những anh ấy chịu chịu chịu, là group đó gặp sao, hôm nay lên cái bari kita, cái gì kita. Agi lagi kicu lagi rokta ya gitu kotor meni. Senyaga ko itu pokoknya ko kicu lat ko ngete ko meni ngago. Ko ingkame ti giname ngade juga ko ginge isa grupta amam mi grupta ka ko ki gorge lago ge meta lago ko triwa tata ko nya ko isul ma ko mi te grupta ko tau ge ngade ki cho ta cho ji gere ki ko mang ngale gat ke ben su li segi tateno ko mang ge bi che ge gure den ti ni ko nen de ma ko yui ta bo ko de ginne tu jo do so kame de ke gele ka gista kara padas ko mama ke tarik kyo kara ko kame de kwai lekin ika ko nget koro kyo kame jane ko we korok ne tai ko ngetega ako sugul kora ke korong lago kiasi ni ame ge ko nai la ko lengwan ko ga ko mot purta ko no to korong ne tai so ko nai la ko le gang jai ne ko git ne ai ko yui pa tu ja je na kang ko to so kale ka sugul kora me ti kena kora le ru ke ne ge le to suru mi se ju ako une to sune kakak kini kakak mau kora ara menjo ko magulaw suggestion box do kwa ge to ne mi do lagong ne ga ko testa ne ga ko inge lagu kito po nya ge tatwan to karaka sunggot ko mi na mi pe na ka testai ko ga ge na ngaraga agera le ko yung ko le titira le to ko mi ko to we group to do ko melen ko we group to na ka nan di ga dum mo lagu giwek na kai ko le so ko pi ko ti ta ko shoni to ko otherwise ade na ne maya to mi sing kini ko te gi ti to ngamai mucho boas apo ti ane ki ara jo si to ya ge ma ga ki le ki ge amu ko si mane ando si gospel ki put ki to ka ti le ne ki erta magistrate ene det ko ga meta pin MCA na ba in so ko so bawat na to ko ji le te on der ti MCA in Kenya ko ibet mama ni na ta ge ne ure put ki to ko kilen mucho ga amu in kilen mama ki lat ke ta lakini ko ketika kata para ko bet ko ay hindi arambe betu tap dumapili asige por tap ngasi kasi kan eng taman Wednesday semua muncul ka pelure korat intinya keplet ko tum pitul de bagabre ka punya dia tukul artiga ko ne tukul age ma muncul kora ko gide gres to ko ba murtanyo kara kelen po pita ko bagabre pongo missing sige beruro arap ko no
Kongai Joel ko gete stare mo polo ko besanga chirule family enya naga mo Joel ko gete je kametinu enge kumalo gete stare ke mo polo kabisa eng studio
Chemunyan
kitam narok Chemunyan
yes ya mune po actriza
semaga Chemunyan karibu
pongo mi senga na ba zo nyur ka we gi lo ga pingun ko mi to ta mo ku ya ko mun ga le ba ku no ko je yo ji to ge cham ge no lien no le la ga amuni me on men ge gi tu sai ko kai ge yi yo je gi mut ku de le ki so da ngai nge le mo men video lo tu ke ma ko ro me so ma gi to ke ngai ko ma gi men to na tôi mà mua nó ao tiệm của số này nó có chuyện đó giờ cho một tàu nên cả ngàn cái tem bị tiền mà rồi ao nghe rất gan đấy đã mua đấy cô ta bảo được tàu muốn cái chế đồ tàu rồi chủ cái dâu gì cái mít từ lên bara thì cái đấy thì bác cô là cara cô chơi bình quân cô tụi mà cái có làm cả gì yang punya kamar meru
Kongai misang Chemunyan kamar meru tos to go nyoru chiagenge
Richard Cherion mau to ka ko sawa
Richard Cherion
Sampai diri aku so aku no. Ini ndo mo de ko nyane to ge ga nge to ba su li ju. Ko la nge ko nyo lu ko ke si si mo ba ngam ma ku ti ab la ko. Nda ba ko ki si na ko job intelligent ba la ko to. Ni ge ga ta ta mi de. De ge ni ba ko ta diri sa. De ge lo ko to ta mo tu yo si. Ku no nda job se tu la su ku ne yo tu yo lo ko si ji. Ko ta是不是过去马过上个，记得是给那，记得是不摸啦，不摸是记得大家个，我来鼓，嗰啲叫 formation， 我是教嗰啲博士咯，我嗰啲啊 community 嗰啲個就話啦，打條 formation， 其實幾耐，啊那個你啲家家咁講，那我了解你個，我嗰啲 meeting， 我先講我做我幫顧咗，如果嗰啲幾幾呢，我們那時冇啲地來都做咗，所以我個 meeting。
Kongai, engya Richard, Cheruiyot ngolin Bomet County. Yes, jamu gitu kita ne bo petune brani. Yes, dega shit ndai go dega shek. Yes. Ne bangun. To mana bara. Kama jagar gede shit.
To mata gen nyona.
Tagi ndai
agala lugo kogo iwe.
Yo to dega be meteng no kinda jo site site mok aga barasta ne gede stai engole studio ne bo Kass FM International. Gogo hit breakers. Engat. Ama jatuh.
Sonyo ne jeje.
Enggak Toma.
Alright.
Luego me meten coin de basta tatu aga barasta o shek asege bege en komatia kainen ko boas kimboy.
Actress Cherorot. Bye bye.
Lenee Emet